The heart of LA, Valley Sports West. The heart of the fan.
Opening series and homestand wrapped up yesterday against the Astros. The homestand rolls on as we welcome in the National League Miami Marlins for 2 games starting on this beautiful Monday night. It's Angels and Marlins, and we're going to get you set coming up on today's pregame show. Michael Lorenzen, the local lad, making his debut for the Halos, plus some history from Shohei Ohtani. Once again, we'll talk about that, what we saw from the finale against the Astros yesterday as the Halos try to get another win in that win column in this early season and reel in the Marlins tonight. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this pregame edition of Angels Live, brought to you by your Southern California Cadillac dealers, alongside Bobby Valentine, Mark Gubza, Erica Weston with you. Gentlemen, always nice to be with you, especially on this beautiful Monday as the homestand for the opening week rolls on. Gooby, I will start with you. We're excited because there's another day, another chance to win today, although there were some tough luck for the Halos yesterday.
Yeah, there was, Erica and Bobby. I mean, the starters threw the ball well in the ERA in the twos, so they did their job. You know, the Astros are just a dynamic team. They play great defense. They pitch very well. The offense 1 through 9 wasn't as consistent as you would like. It was a tough series, but you move on. You got the Marlins coming in town. They had a tough one up there in San Francisco. They weren't exactly swinging the bats well either. So one of these two teams is going to get hot. It's hopefully the Marlins get hot when they leave town.
Bobby?
Yeah, and it's not always the best team that wins. It's the team that plays the best. And we really did make some silly errors that cost us a couple games. It's a learning process. It's early in the season. We're going to get better day by day.
Absolutely. And Joe Madden said that after the game last night. We are close, not just to the Astros, but they are close to putting this thing together. Gooby said, don't be discouraged by what we saw this past weekend against a very good team. It's early.
Yeah, I mean, and they were playing well. They did everything well. They played some outstanding defense. When you make all the plays and sometimes the breaks aren't going your way, the Angels hit the ball hard yesterday, in fact, and a lot of those baseballs will hit at the fielders, and they were in good position. They pitched well. They threw a lot of strikes, and then when they needed their clutch hit, they got it. So it was a close series. It could have gone either way. The Angels could have won 3 or 4 in that series, but it didn't work out that way. But that's why the beauty of baseball, Bobby, you know this too, there's so many games. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon thing. Granted, you want to play and start winning some games in the month of April, especially in this condensed scenario we have this year, in a 162-game schedule. It starts today. You got to start getting the offense going. I think the offense will start today.
And perspective is one of the things you need. You remember the Atlanta Braves, the world champion Atlanta Braves, struggled for 3.5 months last season, and then they got it going. So this team will come together. They're young. They have to learn each other. And the two that really have to learn each other are tonight. New pitcher on the mound with a new catcher. Let's see what happens.
I thought he was pointing at me. I thought he was going to say he had to get things going. All right, but Gooby alluded to this, some hard hit balls, and we saw some history once again yesterday for Shohei Ohtani. He made history on opening night, being the first player in history to pitch and then receive his team's first pitch. But history yesterday, 119.1 miles per hour off of the bat. The hardest hit ball, not only in his career, Gooby, but the hardest hit by a left-handed batter since the StatCast era began in 2015.
It's amazing how many records he's breaking everywhere, especially the StatCast era where the baseball just jumping off his bat. That was a great swing. He's been pulling off the baseball just a bit right now, and I think you want to see him stay back. He kept his hands back on that one. You talk about using the barrel of the bat. When you say in here barrels, that's exit velocity and launch angle. That was the perfect one yesterday.
And Bobby, that unfortunately, it was great to see him hit the ball that hard. It just bounces over the fence. It would have scored a run for the Halos yesterday.
Easily would have scored if it stayed in, and maybe even the fan reached over the fence, which would have been not a ground rule double, but a fan interference play. But there were a lot of those little breaks that didn't go our ways. A blue pit, bases loaded. It turns the worm. Let's turn it tonight.
Let's turn the worm. That's another Bobbyism that we can add to the growing list of the poet Bobby we have on the set. Gooby's losing his mind already. He's got a way with words, doesn't he?
Yes.
All right. Well, if you probably are wondering, well, how close was the next hardest hit ball when it comes to Shohei Ohtani? Not very much of a difference if we go back to the hardest hit balls of his career. Yesterday we mentioned 119.1 off the bat. Almost a year year ago to the day, Gooby, just about the same.
Well, when you put it in perspective, last season, the magical season, he had 3 baseballs he hit 117 miles an hour or harder. That's amazing. 119 he had back in April. In June 26th, 117.2. And then there, May 25th, 117 miles per hour. It's unbelievable what he's done in his career, especially finally being healthy. And that baseball right there, I still remember that scene up there at T-Mobile Park up in Seattle. Everyone was astonished. The look of the guys in the dugout going, not only that baseball was hit hard, they were going, where did that go? That went to the 3rd deck.
Exactly.
There was some fans up there, they were looking like,
how did that ball get up here? How did that really get up there? Yeah. Well, Bobby, he brings up a good point. It's no surprise to see all of the hardest hit baseballs in his young career come from 2021 when he was fully healthy and destroying the baseball all season long last year.
And he's healthy right now, and he's going to have some big-time collisions, bat and ball, and we're going to get to see it.
We certainly are. Speaking of health, another guy that's healthy and ready to do some damage is the Halos third baseman. Healthy this year, and we're playing the National League East this season, guys, a division that Rendon is very familiar with, spending all of those seasons with the Nationals. But, of course, against the NL East, facing them so many times, going against Elieser Hernandez tonight, who's on the mound for the Fish. 6 for 10, 2 home runs with a double. Gooby, that'll play.
Yeah, you usually think, okay, maybe 2 or 4 at-bats when you have some success, but that's 10 at-bats, 6 hits, 2 home runs. So not only the power, you're seeing production against him. So you know that even though he hasn't really quite hit a ball hard enough in the air to be able to get it out of the ballpark, he's coming in the ballpark today going, you know what? I feel real good about my chance of squaring up a baseball.
He certainly feels like he's due. And you take a look at the top career OPS against the National League East, he's trailing only Freddie Freeman and Bryce Harper. So he knows that division very well.
And watching him in batting practice today, he was a doubles machine in the National League. He was going gap to gap today. And Gooby, if he gets that right center field gap to left center field gap, they don't have to go out of the park. They'll be very productive hits for us.
Tony Two Bags,
yes,
right? That's his nickname.
In the 2 spot in the lineup set probably gives him an extra at bat too. So he's going to have an opportunity, especially the bottom part of the lineup area. You got Fletch and Wade at the bottom part, and then you got Shohei Ohtani at the top. So you have some opportunities for Anthony with those success he's had against the Marlins, against the NL East. It should have a lot of opportunities to drive in some runs.
I like Anthony Rendon today. No Trout, still dealing with some of that stomach illness. We'll be seeing him later in this game. Joe Madden did say that earlier today, so he will be available to pinch hit coming off of the bench tonight. So let's talk about some of that tough luck that we saw in this series against the Astros. So, guys, the metrics say that they should have gotten a lot more production than they actually did. If we take a look at the metrics, 6th in exit velo among all major league hitters, 8th in batted ball distance, 15th in slug percentage. But you see the bottom number there, Bobby, just 2.5 runs per game averaging. That's 27th in Major League Baseball. But it tells you it's going to come.
I believe it's going to come. I think the team has to start feeding on each other. And, we've had different lineups every game. And you do have more different lineups today than you used to have. I understand that. But getting guys hitting back-to-back, getting to know each other, getting that feel that they're a team within the team, that's what gets rallies going. And I think we're going to start seeing some rallies like we did in spring training.
And bottom line is you're making contact and hard contact. Eventually, if you do that enough, they're going to fall in. And not only are you going to be in the outfield grass, it's going to get to the gap where you're going to score some runs. So as long as you're making contact and hard contact, things will turn around. That's the approach you got to say and think of as a hitter. You can't worry about sometimes they're not falling in for you. You got to say the same approach and hit the ball hard.
Well, very small microcosm example you could use of that was what we saw from Mike Trout, those last few hard hit balls and those final tune-ups against the Dodgers, and then he hits one 445 feet the other night. So it's coming, absolutely the case. But before we go to break, we want to send our well wishes and congratulations to friend of the show, friend of the Angels family yesterday, Buddy Black, one of the best guys in the game, winning his 1,000th career game as manager, becoming the 66th manager to reach that milestone, and Gooey just the 8th active manager to do so since Joe Girardi in 2020.
And I always say forever, he's a mentor, and I always say he's one of my idols. I grew up in the Kansas City organization with him. We won a World Series in '85. He won the World Series in '02 as the pitching coach for the Angels, and 1,000 wins as a manager. He is one of the all-time greats. We call him Mr. Freeze because he's so cool. He's never rattled anything, but he's the ultimate competitor, but he never shows it. He's a phenomenal player, phenomenal phenomenal manager. I just love to see him, the fact that he got 1,000 wins.
Cool as the rule, Bobby, just like you.
Yeah, cool is the name of the game. I wonder what he got from the team. You know, his styles of win. Heck, I got a plaque from the Mets when I got mine.
Oh,
Plaque, yeah.
We'll have Gooby call him during the break and see what he got.
He said he got a high five.
Yeah, we got a car, a truck,
a Powerade bath, maybe.
fishing rod.
I don't know, yeah. All right, we are just getting warmed up on this pregame edition of Angels Live. When we return, we're going to talk Michael Lorenzen, the LA kid coming home, making his Halos debut. Stay with us.
Watch opening week coverage all week long and any way you choose on MLB Network's MLB Tonight.
There's something about a park. The swings, the slides, the dogs. You can throw your food and wear it proudly. It's where showing off is encouraged, even if it doesn't always work out.
So, you in?
It is showtime!
Brought to you by your Southern California Cadillac dealers. Angels and Marlins getting you set for first pitch. Lots of fans in attendance tonight, hoping to see an incredible debut from the local kid, Michael Lorenzen, who makes his pitching debut tonight for the Halos. Erica Weston, Bobby Valentine, Mark Gubza getting you ready to go. I know we have looked forward to so many things, guys, as the Halos have opened their season. I can't wait for this one tonight because I know that Michael Lorenzen is amped up, Gubi, to get out there in front of the team and pitch for the team that he grew up loving.
And he still has some fond memories of the 2002 World Series team. So, I mean, that's the thing. It's so awesome for him to get a chance to go on the mound here today and go out and perform at the highest level as a starter, something he wanted to do. Now he gets a chance to start with his team he loved. Watch it. Now he gets a chance to go out there and perform and go out there and be able to pick up a W here today as a starter.
And Bobby, he said he only wanted to entertain offers from this offseason for free agency among teams that would entertain him as a starter, and he gets that opportunity with the team he grew up loving.
Yeah, and most players get signed because of what they've done in the past. He got signed because of what Perry Manasseh and this organization believes he's going to do in the future as a starter. And he's a very, very good athlete and a very, very competitive player.
If you haven't seen the photos or the workout videos from he and Noah Syndergaard's workout routine, take a peek at that on Instagram. Joe Madden is very jealous of their workout regimen. I think he had a new nickname for them, Gooby. Nolo, I think is that what he said earlier?
Yeah,
the two of them?
I think with Thor and Loki, I'm thinking they're brothers on and off the field. So I'm thinking they're our superheroes. They're the Avengers. I can't wait for them to go out there and work out and to go out and dominate tonight.
Absolutely. He is very jealous. Oh, there it is. Very similar to the two of you when you guys hit the gym. I'm imagining that's the case. Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
But it's, again, they do so many things health and wellness wise. Joe Madden says, you know, this is where he belongs as far as Michael Lorenzen, because he gets the opportunity to swim in the ocean every day too. He loves being able to do that.
Yeah, and he like Bobby said, Erica, he's so competitive. He knows he has the pitches to be successful as a starter. When you're down in the bullpen, you only get to use one or two of your pitches, but he has 5 pitches he can go to. That's why it's going to be fun to watch tonight.
Certainly is the case. Bobby, let's take a look at how this local lad got got here with the Halos, of course, as we know, signed as a free agent, but born in Anaheim, went to high school at Fullerton Union as he made his way through the ranks of baseball. 2012 All-American back at Cal State Fullerton. And then, of course, with the Cincinnati Reds for the last 7 seasons, signed by the Angels in 2022. Coming back home, playing for his hometown team, and here he is in his final tune-up of spring training against the Dodgers. 4 2/3 innings, just 4 hits, 4 punch-outs through 80 pitches in that one, Bobby, and he looked really good in that final outing and quite built up coming into the season.
He did use all his pitches, and all of his pitches were sharp.
Yeah, look at that StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. What he will throw you. He's got that 4-seam fastball. He throws a cutter. He also throws a changeup, a sinker, slider, and curveball. Batting averages, you see when he gets to use those secondary pitches, it is off the charts. He establishes his fastball east to west. Will eventually go upstairs with his fastball and that cutter, but that's changeup and slider for me, especially his slider. He will get a ton of swing and misses with that, and I expect to get a few of them against this lineup for the Marlins tonight. They are a team with a lot of power, but there is some swing and miss in their game, but that slider should be effective.
And that's what he throws. The key to this matchup will be when he throws it. And his catcher, Max Stassi, who's there with him, will be learning as they go because they haven't had that much time together. So they'll see what works at what time and put it in the envelope so they could do it again.
And they were using PitchCom in that last outing before the regular season started. Took him a little bit to get settled in using the technology, but once he did, he was locked in and ready to go.
And a power fastball. His average fastball is anywhere 94 to 98 miles an hour, so he has some movement on his fastball. So it's going to be real interesting with Max Stassi what they try to establish early, because first batter of the game, Jorge Soler, a lot of power, but he's susceptible to breaking balls, especially out of the strike zone. Do you challenge fastball, or do you go with your secondary pitches, the very first pitch you throw?
Yeah, I don't know if the home run ball from Jorge Soler has landed quite yet. So, yes, there's a lot of power in that lineup, too. A revamped-looking lineup for the Marlins. All right, we have got much more to come in this pregame edition of Angels Live as we get you set for Marlins and Angels, game 1 of 2 of this interleague series. When we return, we'll preview the Marlins as they come into SoCal, facing the SoCal Kids. Stay with us right here on Valley Sports.
Watch games and coverage all day, every day, your way on MLB Network.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Jackie Robinson searching home run into the left field stands.
Here comes Roger Maris. There's a new home run champion of all time.
I don't believe what I just saw.
Cal Ripken Jr. has reached the unreachable star.
This crowd on its feet and in unison.
This one has a chance. Home run! Mike Piazza! The Boston Red Sox are world champions.
Welcome to the first night of MLB Network.
Number 600 for Jim Thome. That ball is gone.
106. That would be a new record.
It is caught. Oh, what a catch by Mike Trout. The Cubs have finally won it all. The Atlanta Braves are world champions.
Angels baseball on Valley Sports is brought to you by your Southern California Cadillac dealers. Halos and Marlins getting you set for first pitch as we take a look at the new trophy room on the terrace level across from the Don Julio Club. A lot of hardware building in that room thanks to the MVP last year, Shohei Ohtani. Erica Weston, Bobby Valentine getting you set for this interleague series. Game 1 of 2 tonight against the Miami Marlins as we welcome in Donnie Baseball into town. And Bobby, you know, the Marlins, they made the playoffs in that shortened 2020 season. They've got a revamped looking roster this year with some free agent signings. Of course, we just talked about Jorge Soler. Jacob Stallings, one of the better backstops in the game. That being said, they've got a great young infielder in Jazz Chisholm who debuted back in 2020 and sort of took the league by storm a little bit with some of his explosive defensive plays as well as the home runs too.
Yeah, a little guy who comes out early, works all day, has power to the opposite field, can make the plays in the field. And I can tell you, Donnie Baseball loves every movement that Jazz has because he goes out and gives everything. Here he is as a little guy. I mean, he's 160 pounds going deep the opposite way in San Francisco. Not easy to do. So as an 8th place hitter, you've got to be ready to deal with this little guy with big pop.
He's got a lot of power in that bat for a smaller sort of guy. It's surprising to see, but he's been very productive in his now 3 seasons with the majors.
Yeah, and as I said, he could run. He plays defense. He brings energy to the game. You want to make sure you keep him off the bases and let him hit with no one on the bases because he's a dangerous young man.
That's the whole, I think, the whole Marlins lineup as a whole because they can be dangerous. They do have pop, but as Gooby said, they can strike out a lot. But you've got to keep an eye on Jazz Chisholm because, as we saw, he has the capability to hit some very fast baseballs coming his way. Last year, there were 9 instances where a home run was hit on a baseball at more than 100 miles per hour. He had 2 of those 9 last year, Bobby.
Yeah, and 2 of them were on really high pitches. And little guys have a hard time elevating a high ball. He can do it. That means he has very good strength to lift that bat to get up on that high pitch.
That being said, though, Bobby, we had one of those too. Brandon Marsh was one of the other guys that hit one of those at 100 miles per hour or faster. So maybe we can see another one of those tonight against the Marlins.
And we did talk about BP, and Brandon Marsh today looked really good in BP. I think he's ready to have a night. Let's let him have the night tonight.
Tonight's the night. He's calling a shot, maybe for Brandon Marsh. We will see. Okay, final thoughts as we head into game number 1 against the Marlins.
Keep the starting pitching going. I think the bullpen is going to be just fine. Without Mike Trout, it'd be great to have this lineup tonight. Score some runs. Let's have a laugher. Why not? We're in Anaheim next to Disneyland.
Why not? And we've got the debut of the SoCal Kid. All right, stay with us. We are getting you set for first pitch. It's Halos and Marlins. Stay with us. We'll get you set and take a look at the Halos lineup.
Watch games and coverage all day, every day, your way on MLB Network.
Where there's baseball,
1 pitch away from baseball history,
there's drama.
He has thrown a no-hitter.
Where there's baseball,
Near the wall,
there's action.
and he made a phenomenal catch.
And where there's baseball,
let's go live inside the park.
there's MLB Tonight on MLB Network.
Oh, wow!
Where there's baseball, all the time.
Unbelievable!
We've seen it time and time again.
this, Angels fans, all season long. The day after the Angels win at home, fans can redeem free medium fries with a $1 minimum purchase at participating SoCal McDonald's. Download and register on the McDonald's app. And Bobby wants to join those kiddos with some French fries tomorrow after the Halos secure this dub tonight. Marlins and Angels game 1 of 2 against Miami. Erica Weston, Bobby Valentine back with you, getting you set for first pitch. I like this game tonight. I like this lineup. The Angels are hungry coming into this one tonight, Bobby, because I'm sure that the series against the Astros left a bad taste in their mouth, considering they probably could have won a couple more games of that series, but they've got a great opportunity with a local kid on the mound today.
Yeah, we haven't even been through the starting rotation once. Everyone's getting their shot out there. Everyone's feeling their way through, becoming a good teammate. And this one should be exciting. Without Mike Trout, remember, in the lineup, but everyone's ready to go. Fletcher's hip is feeling better. Stassi's behind the plate. I think Marsh, as I mentioned, is ready to go and do what he can do. And, you know, we're ready to see this lineup score double-digit runs one of these games. How about tonight?
Yeah, you mentioned, how about a laugher? Here's Joe Madden's lineup as they will face the Marlins tonight. Shohei leading things off as the DH. Anthony Rendon in the 2-hole, followed by Jared Walsh. Max Stassi will do the catching. Brandon Marsh in center with Trout coming off the bench tonight. Jose Rojas in right. Joe Waddell in left. Tyler Wade up the middle with David Fletcher at short as well. But again, I know we talked about this, Bobby, a few moments ago. I like Anthony Rendon. I feel like he's going to break out in this one tonight against a team he is very familiar with.
Yes, and he's very healthy. You know, he's played some good games here. Played well against the Dodgers, hit that home run that he pulled, but I'd really like to see him go gap to gap. He's a great doubles hitter. He could hit this ball off the wall. Let's hope there's a few people on base when he does it.
Absolutely. All right, first pitch coming your way in just a little bit. Thank you for watching this pregame edition of Angels Live. Coming up next, Patrick O'Neill, Mark Gubza have the call. It's Halos and Marlins game 1. Enjoy.
Hello, doctor.
Good morning. Take a crack at the bottom line, please.
Let's break down some.
And the next line.
Come on, Doc. It's MLB Tonight.
MLB Tonight, bringing the new season into focus. Only on MLB Network.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Jackie Robinson searching home run into the left field stand.
Here comes Roger Maris. There's a new home run champion of all time.
I don't believe what I just saw.
Cal Ripken Jr. has reached the unreachable star.
This crowd on its feet and in unison.
This one has a chance. Home run! Mike Piazza. The Boston Red Sox are world champions.
Welcome to the first night of MLB Network.
Number 600 for Jim Thome. That ball is gone.
106. That would be a new record.
It is caught. Oh, what a catch by Mike Trout. The Cubs have finally won it all. The Atlanta Braves are world champions.
TVE stream. Now get $30 off over 3 months.
The heart of your team. Of LA, Valley Sports West. The heart of the fan.
Opening week is brought to you by FTX, the official cryptocurrency of Major League Baseball. And tonight, your Angels hosting the Miami Marlins interleague action from the NL East. And a nice night here at the Big A, expecting another great crowd, and the Angels looking to get a victory. And indeed, it is showtime. Well, Michael Lorenzen also making his Angels debut here tonight. Of course, the Anaheim native is fired up. And welcome inside our broadcast booth, Mark Gubaza. I'm Patrick O'Neill. Well, first off, it's a big game. The Angels dropped 3 of 4 to the Astros. What do you want to see tonight?
Patrick, the starting pitching did a real nice job. They had the ERA under 3 in a 4-game set against a very dangerous lineup for the Astros. They just got to get a little bit more continuity in that 1 through 9 in the lineup, score some runs for Michael Lorenzen. It all starts really with Shohei Ohtani at the top. If he can get it going, Anthony Rendon hit behind him, who has great numbers against Hernandez in his career. This should be fun to see.
Yeah, only 10 runs for the Halos in those 4 games against the Astros. And, well, they'll have to start this game without 3-time MVP Mike Trout. You remember he was sick in that freeway series versus the Dodgers. Well, it creeped its ugly head once again. Not feeling well, was a late scratch. Joe Madden said he'd rather have Trout available late than have to remove him from the game early. We could see Trout late in this game. So from a 3-time MVP to our MVP unanimous style is Shohei Ohtani. And I would love to see his trophy room because it's loaded. Unanimous AL MVP, AP Male Athlete of the Year, Commissioner's Historic Achievement Award, the Silver Slugger, the Edgar Martinez Award. I'm sure there's more. We just don't have room on this board. And yesterday, Gooby, he did something that not even Ohtani has done before.
It's amazing what he did yesterday in that squared up the baseball. 119.1 miles per hour. He broke StatCast as far as left-handed hitter, the hardest hit ball by a left-handed batter in the StatCast era. That goes back to 2015. 119.1 miles per hour. The good thing about that for Shohei Ohtani was, Patrick, he stayed back on that. He had been pulling off some baseballs, but he got that one exactly where he wanted to hit that ball, and he squared up. Fortunately enough for the Astros, it didn't stay in the ballpark because he would have been running for a long time and scored a run.
I wonder if you ever hit 119 in that Camaro of yours back in the day. No, I don't think so. Not even you hit 119. All right, so Michael Lorenzen, this is very exciting for him, his entire family. He wants to be a starter. Local lad, born in Anaheim, and went to Fullerton High School, where he was a stud, trust me. And how about it at Cal State Fullerton? He set the all-time saves mark there, 35. He's an All-American. And now, signed by the Angels, after 7 years with the Reds, he wants to be a starter. He's been a starter before, but mainly a reliever of late. So what are you expecting from Mr. Lorenzen and his biceps here?
Yeah, a dream come true. He grew up an Angel fan. He remembers that 2002 World Series team. He's got 5 out pitches he can go to. He's got a cut fastball, 4-seam, sinker he can throw, curveball. His changeup is great, but his slider changeup combination are so good. A lot of swing and misses, and he's built up the innings and pitches already in spring training. I look from the attack to strike zone. Remember, calm that energy early on because you want to go out there and perform with the fans here so bad.
Well, what is on the menu? Our Bally Sports menu. Gooby is our executive chef. Fish fry is on the menu. That is the entree. It is the Angels and the Marlins, and first pitch is coming up next.
There's something about a park. The swings, the slides, the dogs. You can throw your food and wear it proudly. It's where showing off is encouraged, even if it doesn't always work out.
So, you in?
Wow! It is showtime!
Watch games and coverage all day, every day, MLB Network.
In the Miami Marlins for a two-game set. Close out this homestand opening week of the 2022 MLB season, and there he is, Michael Lorenzen, a one-year deal with the Halos. This is exactly what he wanted. He returns home, Gooby, and he gets to do it as a starter. Cannot wait to see what we have in store.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the stuff he's going to take out to the mound today. My go-tos for Michael Lorenzen to have a solid first start on this mound at Angel Stadium. It's east to west with his fastball, 2- and 4-seam fastball, average 94 to 98, but finish with his slider, a very good swing and miss pitch. When you go back to last year, 40.1% whiff percentage with his slider.
So there is the, well, let's just say he's in absolutely fantastic shape, Michael Lorenzen. Here is who he will have to face tonight. Don Mattingly in his 7th season rolls out only the World Series MVP in Jorge Soler in left, Jesus Sanchez in center, Garrett Cooper will DH. Then it's Jesus Aguilar, Joey Wendell, Brian Anderson in right. The catcher is Jacob Stallings. Oh, and then there is Jazz Chisholm Jr., and he is a star in the making. He's at second base, and hitting ninth for the Marlins is Miguel Rojas. Gooby, it's up to the D behind Lorenzen. Got to catch the ball, got to play D to win. Joe Adell, Brandon Marsh, Jose Rojas. Mike Trout, a late scratch in this game, not feeling well, available later. Then it's Anthony Rendon, Fletcher Wade, and Jared Walsh. And doing the catching for Lorenzen is Max Stassi.
So important to have that rapport between Max Stassi and Michael Lorenzen. 6-run save last year, framing pitches, one of the best in the game. See how these two work here tonight.
And the first pitch to Soler, who had those 3 go-ahead home runs in the World Series, signed a 3-year deal with the Miami Marlins, and he wants to make his mark in Miami, Florida. It's his home. See his numbers from last year. Lorenzen ahead 0-2.
That's what you want to see. Establish a fastball, running fastball. 96 followed up with a very good changeup. His arm action on his changeup, we saw this all spring training long. Been very good. Now he's got a chance to either elevate or to get a swing and miss on a slider.
The 0-2 downstairs. You may recall that home run in Game 6 for Soler. His 3rd home run of the series, 446 feet. Lorenzen working quickly, and he gets Soler. Strikeout number 1 for Lorenzen. Swinging.
He's amped up. 4-seam fastball, 96 miles per hour. Last year averaged anywhere between 94 and 98. Running that 4-seamer under control, good balance, and then bam, on you, 98, 96. Well, that's some movement on there. He's expecting maybe a secondary pitch. That was set up by 2 good changeups in the process there to be able to get a fastball by a great fastball hitter.
Lorenzen ready to go. Sanchez just going to make him think about it for a second. Here's the center fielder for the Marlins, who lost 2 of 3 to the Giants, all one-run games. First pitch swinging. Goes foul. So, yeah, some serious pop, a lot of life in that fastball by Lorenzen.
But he stays back in the well because he's got 3 varieties of them. He'll throw a 4-seamer, he'll throw a 2-seamer, and a cutter. Average velocity, 96.7 usage at 26% as far as his 4-seamer. Very solid as far as batting average against it.
It gets ahead of Sanchez here as well.
Strike thrower early on. 6 pitches thrown, 5 strikes.
And when we saw Syndergaard, his bud, in the game 3 in that epic matchup versus Verlander, we knew the pitch clock wouldn't affect Verlander. I don't think it's going to affect Lorenzen much either. Man. A little tapper right back to Michael. Throws down to first, a little low. Walsh is there to pick it for out number 2.
Let's take a look at a StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. And a little smile after that throw. The pitches he will throw. Cut fastball at 29%. He'll throw his 4-seam. We saw that at 26. Changeup 18%. Slider at just under 14. Sinker under 10. And curveball. Look at the batting average versus that 4-seam fastball. Incredibly impressive. Curveball too the same. But his changeup and slider, big time usage. You can need that. StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud.
I think that was the cutter he threw to Walsh there, right over.
He's such a good athlete. I was just like, okay, that's going to be a good throw, but that had some movement on it.
Sometimes that's a tough throw. He's dealing right now, and here's Garrett Cooper, the DH. 95 inside, 1-1.
Yeah, we saw him downstairs, Cooper. He is a big man himself. Yeah. They got some big guys in their lineup, just like the Angels do.
Drops that slider in. He's got the feel early. That's good to see for sure. Angel starting pitching has gotten the job done in these first 4 games of the season. The 1-2 up the middle. Fletcher is there. Throws across on the money. And 1-2-3 first for Lorenzen. Bottom half is coming up next.
What does shopping for contacts look like at Warby Parker? Well, just imagine your favorite brands, take away the hidden fees, and add free shipping. There you go. Save 15% on your first order of contacts at warbyparker.com. When it comes to contacts, Warby Parker offers dozens of brands, including Scout, our very own comfortable, breathable, and affordable daily lens. Learn more about Scout or save 15% on your first order of contacts at warbyparker.com.
This is the planning effect. If Raina's thinking about retirement, she'll get some help from Fidelity to envision what's possible. Fidelity can help her prioritize her goals by looking at her full financial picture. Plus, they'll help her pick an investment strategy, one she's comfortable with. And with a clear plan to get to retirement, Raina can enjoy wherever she's headed next. That's the planning effect from Fidelity.
Beast going to be leading things off for your Angels. Shohei Ohtani getting announced. A little mini standing O here at the Big A. It'll be Anthony Rendon, Jared Walsh, Max Stassi, Brandon Marsh, Jose Rojas in right, Joe Adell, Tyler Wade, and David Fletcher. Look out for Anthony Rendon when he comes up against Elieser Hernandez, the 26-year-old right-hander from Venezuela for the Miami Marlins.
Not overpowering fastball, 89-93, a lot of sliders and a changeup.
First pitch to Ohtani from Hernandez. Ohtani looking for his first home run. early in the season. He's certainly hit the ball hard. We saw him break StatCast yesterday with that double, 119.1 miles per hour off the bat.
Shohei Ohtani's seeing a lot of fastballs and pitches up and away in the early part of the season. The Astros just stayed away. They showed enough inside, but away a lot. Surprising too, because Shohei has outstanding power to left center, to center, even down the left field line. If he starts hitting the ball that way, it'll force it on the inside part of the plate against him.
Chisholm, he's like in the rover position in right field. Inside, gets the call, 2-2.
Wait, a 2-1 changeup on the inner half of the plate. Usually you don't get that baseball back. He wanted to go away on that one. On the inside part of the plate, it was a strike though.
It's the 2-2. Ohtani fouls that one back.
My go-tos to be successful against Hernandez tonight, and the approach the hitters have to have against him is be aggressive on his fastball. 346 batting average versus fastball, slugging over 690 on his fastball last year, and don't chase his secondary pitches. If he gets you to chase the changeup and his slider, it's going to be a tough night against him.
Full count. Angels only averaging 2.5 runs a game in the 4 games, 10 total runs versus the Astros. They only won 1 ball game. Syndergaard getting that victory, but had an opportunity, let's face it, other than that 1 blowout on Friday night. The Astros hit 6 home runs. They were in all these games.
Shohei recognizing it too. That baseball got quickly up into the stands.
He always wants to take a peek, make sure everyone's okay.
Yep. Always the gentleman.
Hopefully that's out in right center. Here's the 3-2. Up the middle. Base hit for Ohtani. Make it a wide turn.
Wow, that's a great swing, Patrick. We talked about that 119.1 mile per hour exit velocity. There's a smile on their face. They love that hit. That sound off the bat for Shohei. Wow, good at bat, worked with full count. And he goes right back up the middle. Short, compact. Good to see that from Shohei. No movement in that bottom half of his body. Very little stride at all, hands, and he crushed it.
That would be a barrel. Absolutely no spin on the way out there. Just hit that one right on the numbers.
We hit that on the 101, one of the busiest freeways in SoCal.
I think you like to avoid that one. Here's Anthony Rendon. Great numbers in his career versus Hernandez, including 2 bombs. If you missed the top of the show, Mike Trout, initially in the starting lineup, late scratch, not feeling well, had that stomach bug in that freeway series, played all 4 versus the Astros, is available late in this game. Foul back. So Anthony Rendon, flash it back. His career versus Elieser Hernandez, 6 for 10. 2 long ones and a dub.
That's seeing the baseball well off a pitcher. That's not a comfortable feeling. And you know as a pitcher, just like you know as a hitter, when you have that type of success, you go in there with a lot of confidence if you're Anthony Rendon. Even with 2 strikes, you still have confidence.
Way upstairs. 1-2. We spoke with Don Mattingly, Gooby, you and I, one of the all-time greats in his 7th season. He likes his club. He says they're going to have good starting pitching. He likes to mix and match, and they were in all those games with the Giants. They had the lead in game 1 up there and coughed it up late in the 9th inning and lost in extras.
He likes his power in his lineup. There's a lot of power in that lineup for the Marlins. So when you have a good starting staff like he has, a young, really good starting staff, and the power, he feels that they got a chance in that division, even though everyone was coming into the season saying Mets and Phillies. And of course you have the world champs in there, the Atlanta Braves. That's a very difficult division, but he feels comfortable saying they're going to compete.
2-2. Remember, they had that winning record in that 60-game season, 31-29, won a playoff round, but it did not work out last year. Really scuffled on the road. Struck out a lot, second most in baseball, ninth most all time as an offense, but they like their pitching, they like their club. Just to put up a crooked number early against them here in the first. Ohtani at first base after a leadoff single. There's the 2-2 to Rendon. Fouls that one off. Do you think Ohtani's a threat to run, or does Madden maybe have anything in the works here?
I think you're going to see Shohei. He hasn't really attempted, even in spring training we didn't see him. But Stallings behind the plate is a good thrower so far this season. He's thrown out 1 base stealer in 2 attempts. Last year, 21%. Not easy to steal against Hernandez. You really go and think, all right, he throws a lot of changeups and sliders. If you go with the right pitch and go, that's when you're going to be successful. Now, I think he's going now 3-2. Even though it's 3-2 with no outs, I think Joe Madden has the trust in Rendon. So I think Ohtani has a chance now to try to steal, or on the move, I should say.
Well, he did something last year, did a lot that had never been done before. First in history with at least 45 homers, 25 doubles, 5 triples, and 25 stolen bases. Ohtani worked the count full against Hernandez, and Rendon has done the same thing here.
Yeah, I think he's on the move, especially with the success Rendon has had against Hernandez.
He is indeed. The throw down to second base. Ohtani is in there. It's the first stolen base for Ohtani on the season. Rendon strikes out in the process. Don't strike him out, throw him out.
It's a pretty quick release. If he's able to hold on to that baseball, I think he got a shot at getting Shohei.
That hit him right in the leg.
That's a quick catch and throw, but yeah, right on the shin. He was trying to catch and tag. He didn't look that all the way into the glove. Yeah, that's a pretty good throw by Stallings.
Chisholm just missed it.
Take it. Need some breaks.
So 1 down after the strikeout. Jared Walsh. Close pitch.
Did like that thought at the plate by Jared Walsh. Hitters last year against Hernandez. 391 on the first pitch with 4 home runs at a slugging percentage on the first pitch, Patrick. 1044. 1,044 on the first pitch. So success against him on the first pitch thrown.
Walsh up the middle. Chisholm over there makes a nice play. Throws out Walsh. Jazz Chisholm has a flair for the dramatic. He is considered one of the great young stars in this game. He made a tremendous play, a diving catch yesterday against the Giants, and there he goes to his right and throws it on the money.
And he got rid of that baseball really quick. The transfer was solid, even though had to go into a slide to make the play, and gets Walsh pretty good by a step or so down the first base line.
Ohtani goes to third base, 2 down.
JP Arancibia, who does a color analyst job for the Marlins, said he makes some outstanding defensive plays, really good range.
He also can swing the bat. Max Stassi. Here's that catch I was talking about yesterday versus the Giants. Marlins lost this one 6-5. A snag.
Ball was already by him in the outfield grass, and he caught that as a second baseman. Wow.
He's got that flair for the dramatic. Got himself into a little bit of trouble, and when he was left out of the lineup Saturday, game 2, and retweeted some of the fans' tweets saying, how come he's not in the lineup? He apologized, said it was a learning lesson. And that Twitter, Gooby, careful what you retweet.
Yep. Also important, Shohei Ohtani's gotten much, much better base running. And we noticed stolen bases, but also getting reads, especially with Hernandez. He throws a lot of secondary pitches, especially when he's in a runners in scoring position moment. And this is one of those now with a man on third. He bounces his break ball a lot. So you got to be ready if it gets away from Stallings enough to try to score.
There's the 1-1. Just missed the corner. 2-1. 2 outs. Ohtani leadoff single. Stole second. Rendon struck out looking. Chisholm robs Walsh of an RBI. 2 down. Ohtani and Phil Nevin.
Should be a good pitch to hit right now for Stassi. Last year, opponents with 2 outs and runners in scoring position against Hernandez, 360 batting average, 680 slugging percentage with 2 outs in runners in scoring position.
Three and 1 here to Max Stassi. Bottom of the first, no score. Another full count.
Not giving in. Slider 3-1.
Michael Lorenzen, 1-2-3, top of the first. Angels making Hernandez work here. Love to get Ohtani in. Three-two.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch. Wow. That's a catcher getting the call.
I was waiting for the. Yeah, Don Mattingly cannot believe that was not called a strike. Nick Marley calling the balls and strikes here tonight. Stassi will take it. A little bit of a gift all over it.
I mean, that's all over the strike zone. Is that inside? I don't think so. He knew a little bit about the strike zone, so he has a good idea if anything's in the zone or not. My opinion, Hall of Famer. I think he'll get there at some point.
Second that. Not sure what is taking so long, but if everything's right in the world, he will be in there. So here's Brandon Marsh, 2 down. Runners at the corners. Brandon Marsh, dead center field. Marsh, 3-run home run. Angels take a 3-0 lead, bottom of the first. First pitch swinging, first pitch mashing.
Brandon Marsh getting that scouting report. Be aggressive. Hernandez likes to get ahead of the count. Marsh likes to give the Angels the lead with a 3-run home run. What a swing. And you love where that baseball went. Center field. That means you're on the baseball with a great swing.
The sound off the bat. Incredibly loud. I don't know if they're going to be able to find that baseball out there in the shrubbery. There's Jose Rojas. That's the crooked number the Angels needed right here in the first. Oh, 7.3 exit velo. Oh, there's Jose Rojas. Pop up left side. And Rojas to Rojas. But Brandon Marsh with 2 down. Runners at first and third. First pitch. Dead center field. Marsh with his first home run of 2022. It's 3-0 Halos.
Take control of your health by boosting your force field, the immune system. With the Aura Ring, you can listen to your body's signals and raise your defenses. Aura tells you when your temperature is higher than normal, how to improve your sleep, or if your heart rate shows signs of stress, so you can decide to push yourself or to lie low. Live smarter, stronger, healthier with the Aura Ring. Aura.
Butcher Box. We deliver high-quality meat to your door. What happens next is up to you.
Brandon Marsh with his first career home run here at the Big A. 423 feet. It's the Angels a 3-0 lead. Michael Lorenzen for his second inning of work. And he's thankful. You gotta love it as a pitcher, Gooby. You go back out there. And it was a little unexpected. Let's face it. Max Stassi got a gift of a call. Looked like strike 3.
Bottom line, as a pitcher, you got to clear that negative thought out of your mind, because that carried right over the very next at bat. Brandon Marsh, what's he do? It's a pay for it. 3-run home run.
So here's the
easier said than done, but it was a great swing.
Cleanup hitter Jesus Aguilar, the first baseman. And he went 1-2. Change up.
I like the fact that Lorenzen throws his changeup to right-handed batter, so he doesn't shy away from that. You think a lot of times a right-handed pitcher against lefties use it, but he's used it a couple times already effectively.
There's the 1-2 upstairs. Lorenzen in that first inning, just 11 pitches, 9 strikes, and he was ahead of every single hitter he faced. Here's the 2-2, and his second strikeout of the game. So the key moment, Matt, in that first in that first inning was right here when Max Stassi takes that pitch. Looks like strike 3. And
well, even Max Stassi had the feeling he was rung up on that. He's looking secondary pitch. Tom Mattingly not liking that one, and the very next pitch, boom! Captain Caveman.
Hit every branch on the way down. That's a ball worth saving. First home run here at the Big A. Be able to track that down. Get the chainsaw. So here's Joey Wendell, Marlins third baseman, coming in hitting .429. So that bottom of the first, Ohtani with that leadoff single comes around to score. And the blast by Marsh. Now that one got back in the crowd in a hurry. It's like it bounced down. Everyone's okay. One and 2. Fouled away. Erica Weston is with us, and she's got more on Michael Lorenzen. Erica.
Patrick, yeah, tonight is an opportunity that Michael Lorenzen has been hoping for quite some time. Not just pitching for his hometown Halos, but being a starter in a rotation. Of course, he told Gooby, he was only looking to entertain free agent offers as a part of a starting rotation. He gets that opportunity on the deal with the Halos, saying, ultimately I've been wanting to be a starter since after my rookie year. Now that I am, pretty happy about that. Of course, if they want me to hit, I'm willing to do it, but it's not something I'm fighting for. So maybe, the original two-way player before Shohei in the modern era, but I would be surprised to see him pick up a bat this year. But he told me the other day, I'm meant to be here. This is my home. You got homesick the last 7 years in Cincinnati.
I would too, Erica. No disrespect to Cincinnati, of course, but as we've talked about, he just likes to ground himself, have his shoes off. As Joe Madden was telling us, Scooby, just get down to the beach.
Yeah.
Southern California. He's got a lot of friends and family here tonight, I would imagine.
Well, you can see why he would want to be a starter. I mean, he's thrown a number of different pitches already. That was a cut fastball at 92, a really good pitch. He's throwing his changeup. He's throwing his slider. He's throwing his four-seam fastball.
2-2 to Joey Wendell. Most of his career with the Tampa Bay Rays. Heads down to join Donnie Ballgame's club with the Marlins. Lorenzen's 2-2 to Wendell. Foul back.
We're seeing Wendell all those years with the Rays. A lot of at-bats. Wendell against the Angels, a .225 career hitter. A couple home runs. Got the old school approach, no batting gloves, just like you saw with Kyle Tucker.
A line drive hit well, right field. Rojas going back. It's going to one-hop the wall. Wendell just, you know what? He's just a great baseball player. Has tons of energy. He could change a ball game. It's first hit of the game for the Marlins. It's a one-out double.
Time he got a slider going down to that happy zone for a left-handed batter after he tracked a cutter in that same plane. This time he gets a slider a little bit slower as far as velocity, and he turns on it. Fortunately enough, it stays in the yard. One hops the wall.
Seeing I just got a tweet from Nick Lachey saying that's what I get for disrespecting the Natty. Apologies. Ryan Anderson, right fielder. Runner in scoring position. Halos up 3-0 here early in this ball game. Mark Gubiza, Patrick O'Neill, Erica Weston. Thanks for joining us here. Valley Sports crew. Lorenzen's got a great arm. He was drafted by the Reds. It was, you know, he wasn't like as a pitcher, right? He was a hitter. Had a great arm. Wasn't really thinking about pitching. He thought he was going to get called up right away. Didn't happen. They promised him he would. He said, they like.
It's a smart pitch. One of those counts 2-0. Hitter's geared up for a fastball through a slider. This is a perfect spot. Close enough to the strike zone. You're going to get the hitter to swing because they're going to be aggressive.
Anderson coming in, hitting .222. Ground ball. Chop foul.
Not afraid to throw his changeup to righties. His pace, excellent. Keeps the defenders on their toes. Aggressive.
Tyler Wade trying to check on Wendell at second. Full count.
It's a good block by Stassi. That gives you the confidence to be able to use one of those pitches. If he eventually gets over towards third base, so you can stay with your secondary pitches and not worry about it. You got a catcher to keep that in front.
The battery for the Halos not using PitchCom here tonight. Here's the 3-2. Got him.
That's a great sound. The mitt. 95. Lorenzen. Third strikeout already in the game for Lorenzen. That's that running two-seam action. If you make contact on that one, Patrick, you're pulling a foul or off your front foot. That's the type of movement you want.
Lorenzen just out there playing catch with Stassi. He's got the field going here tonight early. 2 down. Catcher Jacob Stallings is now up for Miami. See his numbers with the Pirates last year: 8 homers, 53 RBI. They like what they have behind the plate. And Stallings. Sinker inside.
That's a heavy sink. Last year, he hit .275 versus fastballs, but just 186 into slugged, 347 versus breaking balls.
Ground ball, Rendon comes in, throws across. Lorenzen looks good here. First 2 innings, he's got the job done.
Watch opening week coverage all week long and any way you choose on MLB Network's MLB Tonight.
Hello, doctor.
Hi, Doc. Hello, how are you?
What's going on, Doc? Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's take a crack at the bottom line.
I see it. Age. Oh, that's easy. That's highlights.
And the next line.
B-R-E, breakdowns.
How about the third line?
L-I-V, live look-ins.
Perfect. How about this one?
P-L Placata.
The analysts of MLB Tonight, bringing the new season into focus. Only on MLB Network.
For the game today, going a little Polo G, jumping. It's like that baseball jumping off the bat of Brandon Marsh. Joe Adell, huge fans of Polo G. When I told them we were going with jumping today, they're going, all right, we're going to be jumping on some fastballs. Did so. Brandon Marsh.
Just in tune, in line with the kids are into. There's Joe Adell. 0 for 11 to start the season. A lot of strikeouts. We asked Joe Madden about that. He said he will hit a breaking ball. He will hit a slider, and he's going to hit it a long way. Maybe just a little eager early on. And Joe Adell, forget about it. He hit it, and he hit it a long way for a home run. His first of the year, his first knock of the year. It's 4-0 Halos.
Love that spot. He hits it out. Joe Adell jumping. Baseball off the bat. Brandon Marsh, Joe Adell, best of friends, going yard. Already the game.
A 2022 version of the Bash Brothers.
Another fastball hit hard against Hernandez.
That is serious power. An opposite field like that. It's crushed.
Exavilo 109.7 miles per hour on that shot by Joe Adell.
Here's Tyler Wade. Hit it just a little bit faster than his good buddy Brandon Marsh. But for Joe Adell, struggling coming in, that is a great sign. Change up 1-2 to Tyler Wade, who we spoke with. Got his take on that slide. He was called out. He says he is safe then, and he is safe again here today. It's nice to put that one behind us. That's what he told a couple of us talking to him. There's Joe.
It's got to feel real good. Real good for Joe Adell. He is extremely important to this offense and the balance in the offense.
Tyler Wade strikes out looking. These two guys, Marsh and Adell, they're jumping on the fastball. That was one of your keys to this game.
And when you see the numbers, OPS versus fastballs for Hernandez, 1,062, 17 extra base hits, hard hit percentage, over 50%, including 8 home runs. Those non-fastballs, much, much better. More chases and softer contact.
David Fletcher with one down, Shohei Ohtani on deck. 4-0 Angels over the Marlins early in this one. They're 2-game set, off day, Wednesday. Angels hit the road. 4 with Texas, 3 with the Astros. 0-1. Fletcher Foul ball. 0-2. It's nice to see this offense heat up here, Gooby, especially without Mike Trout. You can win this one in a blowout type fashion. Heard Bobby V saying, let's get a laugher. Don't have to use 27. Sure, he'll feel better after a W.
I think you're seeing here from Fletch, even though he's pulled a couple fouls, he's pulling the baseball. So we saw that in the Astros series. He had a couple baseballs on the line. You had Kyle Tucker playing shallow and right towards the line, so you got to make sure you get him, the outfielder's bunch, to get a little bit more. You have to pull the baseball on occasion, and Fletch can do that. Once he does that, he opens up the whole field.
1-2 line drive, center field. Back on it is Sanchez. 2 down. Mike Trout is in the dugout. Going over, saying props to his guy. First knock, home run. It's nice to see the leadership right there, and Mike Trout with Joe.
It means so much to have him around to be able to talk to the players, especially the young players.
And here comes Shohei Ohtani, first at bat, leadoff single. Looking for his first home run of the season. Hernandez has to be feeling a little gun shy right about now. Giving up 2 home runs. Big shots. Ooh, looking for it right there.
That was his fastball. That's his spot. Just pulled off it.
Ohtani reaching. A fly ball, left field. Rojas is over. Makes a great catch. Excuse me, Wendell on the shift. Oh, we have our new version of the Bash Brothers. Brandon Marsh, Joe Adell, first time.
Every game, every night, everything you need to see. Get all the highlights with the fastest hour on television. Quick Pitch, late nights and every morning, only on MLB Network.
There's something about a park. The swings, the slides, the dogs. You can throw your food and wear it proudly. It's where showing off is encouraged, even if it doesn't always work out.
So, you in?
It is showtime!
Over for the Marlins, Joe Adell, Brandon Marsh. Marsh with a 3-run shot. Adell, first hit of the season, a solo shot. Halos lead 4-0. Michael Lorenzen back on the hill for his 3rd inning of work. He allowed a double in the 2nd inning to Wendell. Here's Jazz Chisholm.
You can see mix in a curveball there. Good lower part of the strike zone. Chisholm can crush A hard fastball. Good spot early. Curveball, you might see changeups in this sequence.
Gooby, the only player in baseball with more than one home run on pitches over 100 miles per hour. 2 of them, Jazz Chisholm. He got DeGrom and Alvarado. Both pitches over 100 miles per hour. You know, Marsh was one of those players that had 1 home run, but Chisholm with 2. There's DeGrom.
And you're talking about one of the greats in the game, and look how far that went. He showed a fastball 0-2 just to go back to his changeup. So he's throwing a slow curve, changeup, fastball out of zone, changeup.
Here's the 2-2. This is inside. Chisholm is one of those young players that the Miami Marlins are building their team around. A ground ball. A great play by Rendon. One away.
How smooth. He knew he had to get rid of that baseball quickly on the transfer. Off balance, but that arm angle he throws, he gets a lot on it. And an accurate throw. Backhand, the transfer, and right on the money. Already 4 ground ball outs for Lorenzen. 2 to Anthony Rendon.
To see the way Rendon, that is just vintage Anthony. He has that smooth style, that sidearm throw across the diamond.
Lorenzen liking that ground ball play by Anthony Rendon.
Miguel Rojas, number 9 hitter.
There's a lot of power in this lineup, so you have to really hit your spots throughout if you're Michael Lorenzen.
One and one. Lorenzen has a 4-0 lead. Angels with that 6-man rotation. Patrick Sandoval is ready to go tomorrow. He switched spots with Detmers. And Sandy is going to toe the rubber for the Halos in his 2022 debut tomorrow night. Earlier, excuse me, a little afternoon game tomorrow.
Had a chance to talk to Reed Detmers today. He knows, he's getting better and better. He threw the ball exceptionally well in spring. He had some moments. He threw the ball well against the Astros. He can't wait to get back out there on the mound, which will be down there in Texas.
Ground ball, Fletcher. 2 away. Well, the way the Angels are playing, you want to get your red on and join us at the Big A during every Angels home game in 2022 with season seats. For more information on becoming a season seat holder, call 888-796-HALO or visit angels.com/season seats. Really nice night here at the Big A. Angels lost 3 of 4 to the Astros. Tight ball games. A nice 4-0 lead here early. Michael Lorenzen. Fullerton, star, pitching in front of his hometown fans.
Good changeup. He sells that so well with his arm action. Hitter, especially a power hitter like Solera, looking fastball. He thought he got a fastball, but he got a changeup at 86.
Struck out Solera back in the first. 30-year-old Cuban is a big man. Joe Madden knows him when he came up with the Cubs. With the Royals, World Series MVP with the Braves. Sinker 2-2.
Play went changeup, sinker. That's the same plane with each one of those changeups, and that one is a little harder with the sink exit at 93. So you can go back with a changeup or go try to get a swing and miss slider.
2-2. Got him looking. Michael Lorenzen. 4th strikeout in 3 innings. He's got it working, and the Halos lead 4-0.
Watch opening week coverage all week long and any way you choose on MLB Network's MLB Tonight.
Here at MLB Network, we believe routine checkups are key to staying sharp. you doing, Doc? Hi, Doc.
Hi, Fran.
Hey, how are you?
Great.
All right.
Take a crack at the bottom line, please.
Oh, got it. Highlights.
And the next line.
Oh, that's easy, Doc. Post-game interviews.
Perfect. How about this one?
Quit playing games, Doc. MLB Tonight.
MLB Tonight, bringing the new season into focus. Only on MLB Network.
There's something about a park. The swings, the slides, the dogs. You can throw your food and wear it proudly. It's where showing off is encouraged, even if it doesn't always work out.
So, you in?
It is showtime!
Seen some big offense. Our Bash brothers, Brandon Marsh, 3-run home run in the first, solo shot to lead off the second by Joe Waddell. First time those two have homered in the same game, but it's not going to be the last.
No. You get that early lead, you just got to keep adding on. You got to get all your lineup going and all the swings going.
How about a quick word from Hyundai?
It's your journey. Own it in the Hyundai Santa Fe.
Anthony Rendon would love to join this homer party. Go back to game one, how close he was to hitting that foul pole, changing that entire game around. It was a momentum shifter in yesterday's game as well against Houston. Such a long season. Hang in there, Angels fans. This team is loaded with talent.
Well, Patrick, last year in this count, Hernandez threw his slider to a right-handed batter on a 1-2 count nearly 60% of the time. I wonder if we'll try a slider here.
And two, Rendon swinging. There's a fastball, pops that up mile high. Chisholm runs it down. And his back flip. Love this young man's style. You know, going back to when Chisholm was doing those retweets, it was fans just saying, hey, he should be in the lineup along those lines. He didn't comment. He was just retweeting what fans were saying, hey, be in the lineup, because he wants to be in the lineup. Don Mattingly has a plan. We're going to play some matchups.
For me, I like it. When you want somebody to play and want to play every day, that's the kind of player you want on your team.
Don said, I don't expect these guys to be happy that they're not in the lineup. And Walsh, left field. And Soler is there. With Soler in left field, either corner spot, not always an easy out for him. He has had his difficulties in the outfield. Over 200 games as a DH, but in the outfield, doesn't have great defensive numbers.
You're seeing the theme that for the hitters, ready, geared up for a first pitch fastball. Ball hit pretty well the other way. But Jared Walsh.
Seen that from Walsh quite a bit.
I like the way he's hitting the ball up the middle, left center. I mean, he's hitting the ball hard. We showed yesterday his line drive percentage, how it's going up, even though the launch angle is going down somewhat.
Especially with the shift. Here's Max Stassi, first pitch swinging, and that is a base hit to left field. And when we show you our Kia player profile, you know, no surprise that we see that knock right there, because when you look at OPS by catchers, last 2 years, look where he ranks.
That's a pretty impressive company he's up there with. By Salvador Perez, it's Monty Grandal, Mike Zunino with his power. And you got Maximus.
Aguilar's a big dude out there.
Yeah.
He's just having fun talking, whether it's Ohtani or Stassi.
He's another one. He has a smile on his face 24/7.
Chatterbox. And here's Brandon Marsh, 3-run home run back in the first inning. That was also with 2 outs. Last season, the Angels used 151 different lineups. And you see that right there, all those different outfielders. There's the 1-0.
He's trying to get him a chase twice now on fastballs upstairs. Good patience, even though when you're a young hitter, you get a 3-run home run, you're more apt to be a little more aggressive, but he's shown some pretty good eye already. Coming in the game, an on-base percentage of .500. Brandon Marsh.
Marlins play the shift. Good count. It's now 3-0.
Well, Joe Madden gives him the green light. I say you do. See what kind of trust you have. What kind of swing you'll get 3-0.
Jose Rojas on deck. Hernandez in trouble. Here's the 3-0. And he walks him. Marsh was just making sure that that wouldn't be called a strike. So first and second, 2 down.
Yeah, that was off the zone. That's a good take. He looked like he was ready. That time, Don Mattingly asking again, but this time it was off the plate. The other one was in the strike zone against Stassi. Already a good game for Max Stassi. A walk, and now a hit in scoring position.
Mel Stottlemyre Jr., pitching coach.
Old teammate. Good guy. Good golfer, too, by the way.
Did you lose some money to him?
I pretty much lose money to everybody I play golf with. You know that, Patrick. Very competitive.
Well, what's going on out there now? It's an absolute gathering.
Part of it is, too, he's wanting to know exactly where a couple of those pitches were. A lot of times when you see a pitching coach wait out there that long for the home plate umpire to come out, you go, where's a couple of those pitches at? And you do it in the right way where you're not showing them up at all. Just quick conversation and
good
you make your point and you go back to the dugout.
Now he can report back to Donnie Baseball. What did he say about that pitch in the first to Stassi? Where was that? Sometimes they'll admit they miss one. Anaheim native Jose Rojas. It's a great story, making his debut at 28 last year, making this club opening day roster. I know Taylor Ward went on the IL. Ward's feeling great, by the way. When he's ready to come off that IL, Saturday or Sunday, he expects to be in there.
Yeah, he looked good even swinging the bat today. You can always tell when a player's getting close and ready to go just by the smile. And he had a long conversation with you today, Patrick. You could tell he's ready. Same thing with Erica. Said he's ready. He's feeling good.
Two on, 2 out, 0-2. And Rojas goes down swinging. The Angels lead 4-0. Let's see more of Michael Lorenzen in the 4th.
Hello, doctor.
Good morning. Take a crack at the bottom line, please.
B-R... let's break down some.
And the next line.
Come on, Doc. It's MLB Tonight.
MLB Tonight, bringing the new season into focus. Only on MLB Network.
Where there's baseball,
one pitch away from baseball history,
there's drama.
He has thrown a no-hitter.
Where there's baseball,
near the wall,
there's action.
He made a phenomenal catch.
And where there's baseball,
let's go live inside the park.
There's MLB Tonight.
On MLB Network.
Oh, wow.
Where there's baseball all the time.
Unbelievable.
We've seen it time and time again.
You want that home run feeling? Then step in the box
and let it rip. Get ready for the Major League Baseball Junior Home Run Derby. Compete in your communities and swing your way to the 2022 Junior Home Run Derby Finals during MLB All-Star Week in Los Angeles. Sign up for free at jrhrd.com.
Lead as Michael Lorenzen gets back to work on the mound. As Patrick and Gooby were just talking about, Taylor Ward feeling good, expecting to be back with the Halos activated as soon as Saturday or Sunday. He told me earlier today he is feeling great. Now remember, there's a shot of him taking batting practice earlier today. Remember, he had that tough out in that final game of the Freeway Series against the Dodgers. Put on the IL, the 10-day IL on opening day, retroactive to April 6th. Feeling really good, ready to get back out there. And considering how hot the bat was in spring for Taylor Ward, guys, and Joe Madden saying he would have been our opening day right fielder, will be nice to have him back this weekend.
Yeah, no doubt, Erica. And I remember watching Taylor Ward run out for, the opening day ceremonies. Run out. He had just been placed on the IL. Oh, there is a hard hit ball center field. Jesus Sanchez, you could forget about that one. Hit an absolute mile. Marlins on the board. It's 4-1.
And we know there's a ton of power in this lineup for the Marlins. He knew it, no doubt. Wow, that baseball went a long, long way. Just a couple home runs allowed last year by Lorenzen out of the bullpen, but both of them against left-handed batters. 110 miles per hour exit velocity. His fastball drifted. That's all his power on that pitch. I don't know if it was a two-seamer or maybe even a changeup.
90 mile per hour change. Yeah. Well, he could throw it that hard. Well, certainly left it over the plate. Sanchez with his first home run of the season hit an absolute mile. Kind of looked it down a little bit. I'll be honest, I got no problem with it. You can hit a baseball that far. Enjoy it.
That's a good swing.
No doubt. 4-1.
Going back to, I was talking to JP Arancibia about him today. He said he's got a little bit of Juan Soto as far as taking pitches with that foot movement, and he's got that type of power too, and you saw that on display with that swing.
The DH Garrett Cooper now. See how Lorenzen handles that moment. Certainly, Gooby, I know you could understand how important it is to kind of have a short memory. Got to go right back to work. Now he's behind 3-1. It's a ground ball, David Fletcher. That's more like it. Fletcher in trouble with it. Gets up in time to throw out Cooper for the first out.
Second time he has thrown him out on a ground ball. That's the thing about Fletcher. There's never a panic in his game. Even though a little bit of the hop, little bobble, he's under control, picks it up, still right on the money throw. I would have been kicking it around by then.
No, there was more panic in me just calling it than it was for him to make the play. Jesus Aguilar. Big talkative first baseman. That big smile on his face. He struck out looking back in the second inning. Lead off that second. Angels have the shift. Gooby, in all the games yesterday, 13 games, 26 starting pitchers. The longest that a pitcher went was 5 2/3, and that was Carrasco with the Mets. And the most pitches thrown, 92, making his Cincinnati Reds debut.
It's like Don Manning got thrown out on that one.
Well.
You can't argue balls and strikes, so he might as well get his money's worth now.
This goes back to the first inning with Max Stassi.
He's saying that baseball was down.
Nick Marley, home plate umpire.
I'll have to ask Don Mattingly tomorrow, how come you never got thrown out at any of the games where I was pitching? I would have been real happy at that.
You mean when he was in the lineup?
Yes.
I wanted to stay in the lineup.
I
Kidding
know,
me?
You know, no doubt. But I would have loved to see him get thrown out of a game when I was on the hill back in the day. That is just a little below the strike zone. It's been called the lower third already in this game.
That's a quick hook.
You can't argue balls and strikes.
That'll be his 36th ejection as a manager. Aguilar, center field. Marsh is there. Aguilar slams his bat down in frustration for out number 2. And he feels he just missed it.
He got in on him enough.
Going to have to repair that divot.
That's the one time he hasn't been smiling tonight.
James Rosen is the bench coach for the Miami Marlins. Wendell.
Look how quick Lorenzen gets off the mound, by the way.
Yeah.
He's very good. He's played the outfield. He's played center field, by the way. An excellent athlete.
Asking for a friend, how do you get biceps like that?
Well,
I mean, I understand you got to lift heavy, right?
Yes. I mean, that is.
That's kind of that's a kiss from the Lord above, right? Has to be. So 2 down here, top of the 4th, 1-1 is the count to Wendell. He doubled back in the 2nd. Point I was making before Mattingly interrupted me by getting ejected was, pitchers just aren't going deep into ball games. I mean, 26 pitchers yesterday, and 5 2/3 was the most. The Angels so far in the 4 games, going about 4.5 innings per.
Well, it's understandable with a shortened spring training. Everyone wants to keep their starters healthy the entire season. You're going to build up the pitch count as you go along. Back-to-back cut fastballs. Well, Lorenzen.
The Angel starters have averaged 4.58 innings per start, which is above average. 4.5 is the league average so far. All of last year, 5.0 league average for starting pitchers. Lorenz is trying to get a complete 4 innings here in the book. 2-2. Ground ball, first base. And there it is. It is done. 4 innings complete. And Joe Adell, who had some magic in his bat, first home run of the season. And he leads off next.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though.
Hey, this dude got a seat for $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Good nights lead to great mornings. Get generic Viagra shipped discreetly to your door at RexMD.com.
Hey, it's me.
the summer breaks. I just flew back into town. Let's get outside. Much better.
Where the Angels lead the Marlins 4-1. Lorenzen done an outstanding job on the hill, but how about the at-bats from Marsh and Adele, both jumping on first pitch fastballs for homers? Not that time.
They threw him another first pitch fastball at 91.
Yeah, very surprising to me considering he was having trouble with the breaking ball in that Houston series. He was 0 for 11. Gets a slider that time. Yesterday, oh, great catch by the fan, bare hand, stole it from the fan with the glove. Just want to give props where props are due, that's all.
Hey, the fans, we saw a lot of really good plays in the stands by the fans in that Astros series.
Hernandez has Adele 0-2, now 1-2.
Some big-time crowds. What they averaged, about 41,000 for 4 games.
Tomorrow's game versus the Marlins, 4 o'clock game, 3:30 Angels live pregame. 2-2 now to Adele.
Solid to see this from Joe, not chasing. Imagine now, after a fastball away like that, he's going to try to throw a slider, although the slider he threw in this sequence was right down the middle of the plate. He fouled back.
Oh, got him looking. Good pitch by Hernandez.
It's pretty much an unhittable spot. A slider right on the outside corner at the knees. Separation of about 11 miles per hour, 91-mile-an-hour fastball before this. Slider right on the knees. Good job by Stallings framing that, keeping that there to get the call.
What do you think Mattingly's saying back in the clubhouse right now? Where was that earlier?
He's thinking, you know what? I think I might have got that call by going out there. Every once in a while, a manager, you see that in basketball where you'll see go out and make a, just go out there to remind them, hey, you missed that call.
Rojas throws that away. Tyler Wade, a little chopper. Miguel Rojas, that's at least 6. So Wade aboard. 1 down here in the 4th. Comes in, makes that play look easy.
Look how quick Wade got down. That was going to be a close play anyhow. And when you know you have a runner like Tyler Wade going down, if sometimes it forces you to be a little quicker on your throw, and you have an errant throw like that because of that speed for Tyler Wade. How quickly he gets down the line. Now this is a great scenario for the Angels to do something.
I want to hear it. You were talking about this yesterday with Wade and Fletcher. You could put something on.
Yep.
Oh, Wade goes. And Fletcher, you're all over it, Gooby. All over it.
It's not easy to steal against Hernandez. He's 1 stolen base in 2 attempts last year. In his career, he's only allowed 3 stolen base in 8 attempts. He has 1 pickoff. So hit and run may be a better option for movement.
Fletcher's so good, though, with the bat, trying to go the opposite way with that. Doesn't matter where you throw it. The higher, the better. Here's the 0-1. Pitch from Hernandez, checks on Wade over at first.
Yeah, Wade got down the line 29.1 feet per second. League average a little over 27 feet per second. So he was flying.
Wade and Aguilar having a laugh. No error on the play, by the way, Gooby. Wade was given a base hit. I think a good throw would have got him. Wade goes, the throw down to second, he is safe. Chisholm thinks he got him on the slide, maybe on the back of the foot.
Yeah, if he tagged him on the foot, I think he's got a shot at being called out if they check on it. Yeah, it looks like they're going to check it.
So a review by the Marlins.
You see that so often now where catchers, they throw the ball towards not on the base like it used to be, and they throw it up there towards the line where the infielder, whether it's a shortstop or second baseman, can catch it and get that back of the foot before the hand gets in there. Yeah, I think he got him.
Miami is challenging the out call at correction. Miami is challenging the safe call at second base.
Got our Nissan umpire review. So Wade, in the turning point in the game, I would agree, in the turning point in the game yesterday, where everything that we saw thought that he was safe at home plate. This one,
it's a good angle right here. Did he get his leg? It looked like he got his leg.
Yeah, Chisholm, that's an athletic play. Was unable to apply the tag on Shohei Ohtani when he was stealing earlier, but that time makes the play, and looks like Wade will be ruled out.
After review, the call is overturned. The runner is out. Miami will retain their challenge.
With that, here is our FTX umpire crew this evening here at the Big A. Home plate, Nick Marley, Afonso Marquez, who also went to the same high school, Fullerton Union High School, as Michael Lorenzen. Lance Barrett at second. Ramon De Jesus is at third base. Afonso Marquez, our crew chief here tonight. David Fletcher, 0-2. The Angels are being aggressive on the base pass.
Still looking for that first stolen base. Well, they got one tonight with Shohei Ohtani. That's the first one of the season, but now been caught 3 times. 1 stolen base, 3 caught, but you know what? You got to keep picking your spots. He's a tough one to steal against.
And Fletcher's tough to strike out, but Hernandez gets him to end the bottom of the 4th inning. Angels and Michael Lorenzen have a 4-1 lead over the Marlins to the 5th.
Hi, we're Warby Parker, and we're all about making vision care convenient. That's why we developed the Virtual Vision Test app. Use it to renew your expired glasses or contacts prescription from home with your phone in about 10 minutes. If everything looks good, a doctor will renew your prescription for $15. It's as easy as reading the eye chart at a doctor's office, except you're at home, on your phone, like you probably are right now. Download Virtual Vision Test today.
It's hard to picture the future when you're not sure how to get there.
It's more like a feeling.
A free plan from Fidelity can help you prioritize the moments that are important to you and see them alongside your full financial picture.
The big ones. The ones that really matter.
Balance your investment mix, stay on track, and make changes. All for free.
The little stuff, we'll figure it out.
Turning a feeling into a roadmap for free? That's the planning effect from Fidelity.
Out for his 5th inning of work. Been very effective. 65 pitches, 41 for strikes, and 4 strikeouts. And just turning it over. Angel starting pitching so far in the season. He's getting the job done.
Just don't look ahead. Just think batter the batter here in that 5th inning. So far, so good for Michael Lorenzen.
Brian Anderson leading off. Struck out back in the 2nd. It's a good start. Ahead of Anderson, 0-2.
Good life on his two-seamer. He went slider, fastball. So 3 types of fastballs from Michael Lorenzen. Two-seamer, sink. Four-seamer, true, rides up in his zone, and the cut fastball.
See what he goes to here, 0-2. Got him.
Grunt changeup. Love it.
That's 5 Ks for Michael Lorenzen in his Angels debut.
So often you see a pitcher, they'll grunt when they're throwing a fastball, but he does that with his changeup. So the hitter hears that, thinks fastball, I got to catch up to it, changeup.
Really? So the grunt is a bluff?
Yes.
Really?
And I'm gonna. This guy who won his 1,000th game as a manager yesterday, Bud Black for Colorado, was the best I've seen at that. He would do the grunt changeup all the time, and hitters would be so out in front because they're thinking fastball. Well, then you have that separation of speed and a changeup.
The hitter hears the grunt. Yep. They're able. Well, I guess hitters can hear all kinds of things: trash cans, grunts. Oh, still pumping that fastball in, 94. Stallings grounded out back in that second to Anthony Rendon. 1-2 on that. That's the changeup, but let's hear that grunt one more time, please.
And you're geared up as a hitter. You're thinking fastball. I got to get my hands going at 94 to 98, and it's a changeup.
It's a 1-2. Another one. The fastball that time, 96, and that's 6 Ks for Lorenzen.
Now that was the fastball grunt, the Monica Seles serve.
You know, I'll be honest, Mark, is it the same grunt? Yes.
There it is.
That is.
He's selling it great. We talk about arm angle and this arm speed between the fastball and changeup, but you got to sell it with the sound effects.
Jazz Chisholm trying to think of something like a grunt microphone, but I can't put the two together into some sort of. But great work by our audio crew here tonight. So Lorenzen 1 out away from getting 5 innings in the books. Nobody up at all in that Angels pen. Shift is on for the speedy Chisholm. Oh, brought that back inside.
I like that changeup there. We showed how effective Chisholm could be on a hard fastball. Can he stay back on a changeup? Now he threw that changeup on the inside part of it. I don't know if that was by design, but now you could fade that changeup going off the plate and down.
Can he strike out the side? The grunt, the pick, and the out. 5 complete innings for Michael Lorenzen, and he's got a 4-1 lead.
You want that home run feeling? Then step in the box and let it rip. Get ready for the Major League Baseball Junior Home Run Derby. Compete in your communities and swing your way to the 2022 Junior Home Run Derby Final during MLB All-Star Week in Los Angeles. Get your community involved by hosting a local derby. Sign up for free at jrhrd.com.
Where there's baseball,
1 pitch away from baseball history,
there's drama.
He has thrown a no-hitter.
Where there's baseball,
Near the wall,
there's action.
he made a phenomenal catch.
And where there's baseball,
Let's go live inside the park.
there's MLB Tonight.
On MLB Network.
Oh, wow.
Where there's baseball, all the time.
Unbelievable.
We've seen it time and time again.
yesterday. 119.1. Hardest hit by a left-handed batter, StatCast era, Gooby.
That is amazing. That baseball was crushed, but I just still look at that 3 times last season alone. He had 3 baseballs hit off the bat of 117 miles per hour exit velocity. 3 times 117 plus.
Don't blink. Ohtani leading off. Major League Baseball since 2020 is at a total of 3. 117 plus.
Oh, by the way, he threw a baseball at 101 miles an hour. We always got to put it in the pitching side, just for fun.
I know it's only game 5, but you know, any team starts 1-3 with high hopes. The team that hasn't made the playoffs since 2014, hasn't had a playoff win since 09. The panic meter is like way high early. Ohtani reaches, pops that one up. Wendell's there, out number 1.
That's twice now he's hit a pop-up to Joey Wendell at third in the shift. He's just ever so slightly pulling off. The first at bat, that line drive up the middle, was no movement at all in the foot, the hips, straight through the baseball. This last one, it just pulled just enough where he had to keep his hands back. He made contact, but he took away a majority of that power, that lower half he has.
As Anthony Rendon checks in, I feel like I've seen that from Ohtani a little bit in the past, maybe prior to the MVP season. Obviously, he went into a little bit of a slump August of last season. But one thing that Ohtani is able to do as Rendon takes a strike is...
He's not happy about that call, by the way. That was off the plate.
Yeah.
Patrick, I think you're seeing signs of Shohei getting his timing together. It's a process. He didn't have a lot of at-bats either in spring training. You know, you're prepping for pitching-wise and then still trying to get some at-bats.
1-1 to Rendon. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out. If you're just joining us, 2 big home runs, a 3-run shot from Marsh, a solo shot from Adele. Michael Lorenzen dealing through 7 Ks. Don Mattingly unhappy with the balls and strikes, ejected for arguing. Exactly that. First time that Marsh and Adele have homered in the same game. Rendon strikes out on that slider. Right now, a quick word from Jack in the Box.
Pop my $5.99 classic and spicy 50-50 popcorn chicken combo. Order on the Jack app today.
Speaking of at-bats and Don Mattingly, who did Donnie Baseball face the most in his career? Which pitcher? Top 4? Mark Gubicza, number 1, 88 plate appearances. Followed by Frank Tanana, Jack Morris, and then Mark Langston. 2 of the 4 in attendance here tonight. And no, I'm not going to pull up Donnie Baseball's numbers against you, Gooby.
Well, I've already said I wish he would have been ejected every game I pitched. So that pretty much tells you I know he had some pretty good at-bats, and he had some big at-bats too, in big moments.
Jared Walsh, 2 outs. You're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Walsh 0 for 2, but you see the shift is on. And one thing that Walsh has been able to do is go the other way. I remember hearing him in spring training. He'd be like, beat the shift. And then he was working on it so hard. Out in front of that change. 1-2.
All of a sudden, Hernandez is getting a feel for those secondary pitches. And when the hitters have been looking for that, he's been able to run the fastball by him. A guy that has had great success against him, Anthony Rendon. That's 3 at-bats against him were not real good swings you're accustomed to seeing from Anthony Rendon against Hernandez.
Hernandez has struck out 3 of the last 5 Angels hitters. Marlins have some action up in their bullpen. This could be it for Hernandez here in the 5th. It's 3-2. I don't think so. Full count here to Walsh.
Well, if he went back to last year now, a different year obviously for Hernandez. On a 3-2 count against a lefty, he was nearly 80% of the time he'll throw a fastball. See if Jared Walsh gets one.
Walks him. We'll have to see what the Marlins want to do. James Rosen is the acting manager here, with Don Mattingly having been ejected from this ball game with 2 outs.
Yeah, he's going to go into the bullpen.
Going to the bullpen, indeed. We have ourselves a pitching change. Bench coach James Rosen serving as manager. We'll be right back.
Watch opening week coverage all week long and any way you choose on MLB Network's MLB Tonight.
You want that home run feeling? Then step in the box and let it rip. Get ready for the Major League Baseball Junior Home Run Derby. Compete in your communities and swing your way to the 2022 Junior Home Run Derby Final during MLB All-Star Week in Los Angeles. Get your community involved by hosting a local derby. Sign up for free at jrhrd.com.
Watch opening week coverage all week long and any way you choose. Only on MLB Network.
China Grove.
China Grove.
Yeah.
Langer. Amazing thing about Mike Wood, he also threw a perfect game in an Angels uniform, too. Jerry Smith got a little Saturday Night Live.
Did he have those T-Rex arms working right there?
Oh.
In from the Miami bullpen, Cody Petit making his 2022 debut here after a Jared Walsh walk. 2 down in relief of Elieser Hernandez. Gave up those 2 home runs. Now Stassi takes the ball. Hernandez was just kind of getting warmed up.
T fastball, 91-96. He'll throw a curveball, slider, and a changeup. First pitch he threw was a slider to Max Stassi.
It's the 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Gooby also in the State and Angels history. First ever Angels win, 1961. Ted Kluszewski, 2 home runs. Eli Gerba, a CG.
Wow.
Twirled it.
Nice.
He's on the road. At Baltimore, 7-2 victory.
Lorenzen still has that look. He's in the game.
Yeah.
Still moving around. He's got a lot of energy.
If he takes his shoes off and he's barefooted there, then we know he's done.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, just missed. All right.
So now if you're Max Stassi, you're geared up for a fastball. Got a lot of room, whether you pull down the left field line, or especially if you can hit one in the left center.
Got the outside corner. Stassi retrieves the lumber. It's full count.
Yeah, he painted the outside corner 94.
When a batter, Mark, would always toss his bat away, thinking that he walked. And what went through your mind?
Well, I just thinking all I got to be as close to the strike zone. Because the umpire, the umpire's not real happy about that one. So you got to think, I'm swinging here if you're Max Stassi.
Yeah, 3-2, 2 out, and walked him. First and second now, 2 outs. The man who had a 3-run home run back in the first inning comes up, Brandon Marsh. Tell you what, that home run had a serious pop to it. It's just the way he gets out in front of that, Mark.
He caught that in the front part of the plate.
Oh,
Marshy.
Thanks, Jan.
First pitch changeup.
Just so happened that home run in the first came after a Stassi walk. And on the hands, 1-2. This came not out of reach by a long stretch. A nice little base knock, get some insurance runs here in the fifth. The Angels need a W in a big way, 1-3 on the season.
Got to get those add-on runs here now.
No doubt. Throw down to second base, close play. Gets by Rojas.
Tell you what, that would have been real close. They held on to that baseball. Walsh did a nice job of back picking there.
Walsh
trying to get that secondary lead and quickly threw that. Still think he gets in there, but it was real close. Tried to block the base.
With the knee, yep.
Doing an old Bobby Grich. Used to block the base very, very well.
We're bringing all the names back here tonight. Ground ball right side. Stassi jumps out of the way. Chisholm over, great speed. Called out at first base, very close play. Marsh flying down the line.
It's gonna be a close one. Got him.
Yeah, got him. It was just right in between steps was Marsh. It's the third out of the inning. We're heading to the 6th inning. Will we see Michael Lorenzen? You better believe it.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Jackie Robinson punching home run into the left field stands.
Here comes Roger Maris. There's a new home run champion of all time. I don't believe what I just saw.
Cal Ripken Jr. has reached the unreachable star.
This crowd on its feet and in unison.
This one has a chance. Home run! Mike Piazza! The Boston Red Sox are world champions.
Welcome to the first night of MLB Network.
Number 600 for Jim Thome. That ball is gone.
106. That would be a new record.
It is caught. Oh, what a catch by Mike Trout. The Cubs have finally won it all. The Atlanta Braves are world champions.
Watch games and coverage all day, every day.
Looks like on that changeup to Anderson, first batter of that fifth, and here's what it sounds like.
So effective. Hitter geared up to 96 plus. It's 87 instead.
And Lorenzen into the sixth inning with 78 pitches now thrown.
And Joe mentioned today he's going to be around that 80 pitch mark. You might see him probably 1 or 2 batters in this inning.
Aaron Loop is up in the Angels' pen, still throwing.
Wow, that was a pretty good pitch.
Oh, did not get the strike call there. Are you kidding me? Never assume. Where was that? 2-0 to Miguel Rojas.
Tell you what, there's some good sounds in this game today. Yeah. We got the microphones in the right spot for the glove, the bat, the grunts.
Gonna submit this to some audio award show. Angels playing Rojas straight up. 2-1. Oh, beauty. Yeah, you got to call that a strike. It's right down the middle. Oh, yeah, he thinks that's strike 3. He didn't realize that he didn't get that call earlier, Gooby.
Yeah.
He honestly didn't realize Ori's playing a little cat and mouse game.
No, I think he thought because that was all over the
plate.
Second pitch.
Oh, wow. Interesting. 2-2 now. Well, so that threw him off. He thought he had a strikeout.
Now let's try to get another ground ball out right here. 8 already in the game for Lorenzen. Ground ball outs. It's like his good buddy. Noah Syndergaard got 12 the other day.
3-2 fly ball. Marsh, great first step, 1 away. So that's 5 1/3, same as Syndergaard went.
Let's go back to the last at bat for Jorge Soler. Let's go pitch by pitch. Our Frontier Play Sense, the pitch by pitch sequence against Soler. Curveball out of the strike zone, followed up by a changeup. Then another changeup just below the strike zone. And then he went that 2-seamer lower part to even up the count. And then he goes back to that low 2-seamer again to hit the spot.
Soler first pitch swinging out in front, strike 1. Soler's homers averaged 423 feet, most in the majors.
There's power, but there's a swing and miss. That's a tough spot. That's his pitch. He missed it. Now see what quick adjustment Michael Lorenzen can do here. More than likely could be his last batter. See if Joe gives him a shot if he can get this quick out here to finish off the 6th.
The 0-2 to Soler. Checking on him.
Brings him up.
Unreal.
Got the hat trick,
he
Patrick.
got him.
For you, Patrick, the hat trick. That had some movement.
Struck out.
2-seamer. Drops his wrist to create that lateral movement on a 2-seamer. And he went. No doubt.
So you got to leave him in. It's down 5 2/3. 7 Ks, 86 pitches. Facing Jesus Sanchez to try to go a complete 6 innings. Aaron Loop is up and ready.
Boy, how amped up is Michael Lorenzen. He wanted that baseball back after from the home plate umpire. He's ready to go. He knows the kind of power Sanchez has.
0-1.
Still think that might have been a cutter he hit out.
Yeah, 90 mile per hour cutter is what it's reading. He hit it a mile for sure. Oh, ground ball. Wow. What a stab by Rendon. Final out of the 6th. And what a day for Michael Lorenzen. The local lad getting it done and leads with a 4-1 lead.
Watch games and coverage all day, every day, your way. MLB Network.
There's something about a park. The swings, the slides, the dogs. You can throw your food and wear it proudly. It's where showing off is encouraged, even if it doesn't always work out.
So, you in?
It is showtime!
Stay tuned for the 7th inning stretch for our Nissan Game Break with Erica Weston and Bobby Valentine. That guy has a great smile, Michael Lorenzen. Great smile.
Yes.
Can he have done any better?
Phenomenal. No walks, 7 strikeouts. And you know the adrenaline coming in the game, you got a chance to start a game at the ballpark you came to watch as a fan. You were watching these games in 2002, the World Series team, and go out and perform like that. Wow, what a job.
I just think it's a great sign. In my opinion, the biggest question mark, maybe aside from Noah Syndergaard, was can Michael Lorenzen make that jump from a reliever to a starter? And you saw for the first time since he was a rookie in 15, 6+ innings. That's just fantastic work. Really happy.
And the pitch mix throughout the entire game, a starter's repertoire out on the mound, using 2-seam, 4-seam, cutter, slider, curve, changeup.
The battery with Stassi was working. Stassi does such a great job framing, pitch calling. Halo fans have a lot to be excited about from that performance by Lorenzen. Rojas drives that one, center field. Oh, what a catch by Jesus Sanchez, running that one down.
He might have hurt his foot when he got to the warning track, but he showed this great strides and under control. I thought off the bat, and make it out, if not, at least a double.
At least.
That's a great play. There was talk about the Marlins trying to add a center fielder, but for what we saw in this game, with his power, he hit it ball out, and the range he has out in center field, this Sanchez, great play.
And that is a big man, Roman center field. No pain, no gain. Look at the best outfield jump last year. Above average out there with Kiki Kiermaier. It's good company. All right, so Joe Adell, yesterday, a tremendous catch to rob a home run. Would have been a 3-run shot, kept the Angels in that game. And tonight, a solo shot, joining his buddy, Brandon Marsh. Those two going yard first time in the same ball game. And the energy that they provide. I mean, not only what Michael Lorenzen did on the hill. We know Michael Lorenzen's been a two-way player himself. He's got it, but man, these young guys. You know, I asked Joe Madden about, Joe Adell said he was a little too wide. So I wonder what that meant to you.
Remember in spring training, we were talking about that every at-bat, even against Walker Buehler and Julio Urias for the Dodgers. This is short stride, not a lot of wasted movement, lower half. And right there, he's trying to keep back. He's trying to keep that timing together, keep that foot still. It's a short little stride, a toe tap.
So Petit falls behind 3-1. Three and two. Swings through that fastball. Petit in relief of Elieser Hernandez. He went 4 2/3. Allowed the 4 earned runs. Crowd starting to make some noise here. 3-2.
Good swing.
Excellent play by the fan. No glove, but getting the love. High fives all around.
Let's make contact here. Let's see that speed, Joe Adell.
It's that opposite field power that we saw from Adell. Straightaway center power from Brandon Marsh. Both hit 107 plus exit velo. Both hit a long, long way. Both can run like the wind.
Good at bat, fighting off some tough pitches, hoping to get his pitch during this sequence.
Yesterday, the Astros featured nothing but sliders to Adell, and that won about 6 straight. So nice to see him get a piece of that. Adell hits that one to right field. Oh, sounded good off the bat. Anderson is there. Let's take a look back at that catch that he made yesterday. Well, it hasn't been easy for Adell out in left field so far this season.
Pretty good indication how strong his wrists and hands and arms are to be able to hit the wall like that, control the baseball in his glove, and then showing that power right center. Gotta feel real good with a swing like that going the other way. Even that out right there, the right field was still a good at bat. He fought off some tough pitches, hit it on the line, but right at the fielder.
Both Marsh and Adell getting way out in front. One from the left, one from the right side. Here's Tyler Wade now, 2 down. Bottom of the 6th inning, Angels leading the Marlins 4-1. Don Mattingly was ejected, arguing balls and strikes earlier in this game. Tyler Wade credited with a single. Back in the 4th inning. It's caught stealing. Ruled safe. Challenged. Overturned. He was out. So 1-1. 1-2. What have you seen from Tyler Wade early that Angels fans could be excited about what he can provide? I like the speed, certainly.
The speed comes into play, the way he handles the bat, how he can put the ball on the ground. He's an excellent bunter. He can push bunt, drag bunt. Gives Joe Maddon some flexibility as far as putting some action-type plays on with him in the game.
That drag bunt yesterday was so sweet. 2-2. Michael Lorenzen, outstanding debut for the Halos.
And he's still talking pitching.
He's animated. Two-two. Aaron Loop, who has been perfect so far for the Angels, that revamped bullpen. The new Angel pickups, along with Michael Lorenzen, Noah Syndergaard. We'll see Patty Sandoval tomorrow. It's a 2-game series here with the Marlins. Hope you join us. Coverage starts at 3:30 p.m. here on Bally Sports. 2-2 to Wade. Full count.
Actually, a couple back-to-back good at bats, not chasing. He's trying to get on base. Even though he was caught stealing, it's not going to slow him down. Matt Duffy waiting.
Matt Duffy working a little 15-game hitting streak. Pinch hit possibly for David Fletcher. Well, Wade hits that one left field. Jorge Soler over and squeezes it for the final out of the 6th inning. Angels lead 4-1. Top of the 7th coming up.
Where there's baseball,
one pitch away
from baseball history, there's drama.
He has thrown a no-hitter.
Where there's baseball,
Near the wall,
there's action.
he made a phenomenal catch.
And where there's baseball,
Let's go live inside the park.
there's MLB Tonight.
On MLB Network.
Oh, wow!
Where there's baseball, all the time.
Unbelievable!
We've seen it time and time again.
Brought to you by Hyundai. To learn about Hyundai's advanced technology and award-winning safety, visit buyhyundai.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealers today. By Jack in the Box, try Jack in the Box popcorn chicken combo for $5.99. Get it classic, spicy, or 50-50. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealers. Golden night so far for Michael Lorenzen. His day is done. 6 innings pitched. Aaron Loop is now in relief. For Lorenzen, 7 strikeouts. And when he got ahead of the count, batters are 0 for 10. He was effective.
Yeah, he was very effective. He worked quickly. He used all his pitches. Got some ground balls. You mentioned the strikeouts he had, but he, for the most part, kept everything on the ground except for the one swing from Sanchez. I just love this pace, and they use both sides of the plate, east to west. Wearing those Vans shoes, by the way, those cleats, looking good too, by the way.
Vans cleats?
Yeah, he was looking good. Solid look.
Man, that is absolutely perfection. Some changes defensively for the Angels. Tyler Wade moves to shortstop. Matt Duffy is now at second base. Fletcher is out of the game. Garrett Cooper is the batter. Aaron Loop is in, and there's a fly ball right field. Jose Rojas is there for out number 1. Get your red on at Angel Stadium with the Coca-Cola Friends and Family Fun Pack. For only $44, get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 soft drinks. For more info regarding the Coca-Cola Friends and Family Fun Pack, visit angels.com/funpack. Mark, I have to say that Aaron Loop is, to me, going to be such a huge part of this Angels
And he's
team.
not just basically, you think of as a left-handed specialist. His numbers last year against right-handed batters, 211, slugging 257. Lefty's very effective too. 167, just a 214 slugging percentage, but really good against right-handed batters too.
It's an outstanding pickup, led MLB. Oh, beautiful. led MLB, all of baseball. Lowest ERA, sub-1. He's a great guy to talk to. He had some country music that was playing as his, his entrance music. I was trying to Shazam that bad boy, and just I got no help, no love. Oh, struck him out. Filthy. 2 down.
Got a cutter, slider, changeup. That arm angle he throws from, very difficult to track. Hides it well. That baseball is on you, whether you're right-handed or left-handed.
Ryan Tepera looks like is up in the Angels' pen as well. They're like best buds. They were drafted by the same team, the Jays, same year. And Joey Wendell doubled back in the second. It's 0 for 2. The loop in 2 outings versus the Astros. Perfect. And looking for a 1-2-3 top of the 7th for the Angels. Right back to him. And that is how you get it done. Aaron Loop, great job. It's 4-1 Angels. Time now for our Nissan Game Break with Erica Weston and Bobby Valentine.
Yeah! Nice. What? With the Game Time app, I pay 60% less than this guy. 60%? Game Time finds you the best last-minute deals and guarantees the lowest price. Download Game Time now. Nice shirt.
Good nights lead to great mornings. Get generic Viagra shipped discreetly to your door at RexMD.com.
Hey, it's me, the summer breeze. I just flew back into town. Let's get outside. Much better.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Bottom of the 7th. Angels up on the Marlins 4-1. 2 big home runs from Marsh and Adele. Marsh 3-run shot, Adele a solo shot. Big stories, the pitching. Michael Lorenzen, 6 great innings. Now Matt Duffy, pitch hitting for David Fletcher. Takes a strike. New pitchers, Tanner Scott, the lefty. Could be Matt Duffy's got sneaky pop, right?
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does. He's just a very good hitter. Makes good contact. Can turn on a ball, hit a long way. Scott's basically going to be a fastball slider. Rush it up there for the left side. Mid to upper 90s, 95, 99. Sharp slider.
Found out today, Duffy, he's a local kid, Lakewood High School, Long Beach State, was at the World Series in 2002. Game 2 and Game 6 for the epic comeback.
That crazy Game 6. Scott Spezio.
1 and 2.
There's so many connections with this Angels team right now from this area around here. It's amazing.
I know. Yeah, there's another one. Bench coach. We're talking to See the manager talking to his bench coach, Ray Montgomery. Yep. Duffy fouls it back just off the screen. Yeah, Joe Madden had great things to say about Montgomery in his press conference earlier today, how organized he is.
Been a scout player, so he knows, he has the pulse of what's going on in the game.
As a scout, he knows everything about everyone, where they're from, parents' names. He's going to miss out on some of that now that he's sitting on Joe's right. 1-2 here to Matt Duffy. Will carry over hitting streak of 15 games for Duffy.
Let's hope that everything is okay with Fletch.
Good point. It's a 2-2. Now a quick word from Kia.
Presenting Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable all-wheel drive SUVs.
Stick around for our Angels Live post-game show with Erica, Gooby, and Bobby V. We'll get word on the move for Duffy for Fletcher. No Mike Trout yet in this game. Felt ill. Full count here to Duffy.
That's been, what, 3 batters in a row working full counts, not chasing. And Jeremy Reed and the entire hitting coaching staff got to feel good about not a lot of chases. Still looking for that little add-on run here. 4 runs in the first couple of innings, trying to add on here late. That's a great at-bat.
Duffy draws the walk. What do you think the percentage is that leadoff walk comes around to score? Major League Baseball for all of 2021, let's say, or history.
Yes, I don't know if you remember the old Metrodome, but whenever you had the leadoff walk, they would have these little ghosts that would come along the top of the Metrodome and say, ghosts, I mean, the walks will haunt.
Yes.
See if that happens right now.
Would you be pitching and maybe have a leadoff walk and happen to peer behind your shoulder to see these little ghosts?
No, I definitely had a walk in my game, Patrick.
Look who's up. Shohei Ohtani. Duffy at first. Ball 1.
Tell you what, Shohei would love a pitch just in that zone again. It's a little bit off the inside part of the plate, but almost drifted out right into his swing path.
Lefty on lefty matchup. Ohtani 1 for 3. 1-1. Hard hit single, great at bat, great piece of hitting by Ohtani back in the first. And in the second inning, high pop up to Wendell, and again, same thing in the 5th. Still looking for that first home run. 2022, he had 46 a season ago. 1-2.
He's gotten slider, slider, slider.
The report we got from the Angels regarding David Fletcher, he left today's game with left hip tightness. Ohtani, little chopper. 4-3, he is retired. Duffy to second base.
Duffy thought about it because at that point there was no one at third base, but you're already in scoring position. Unless you know you could walk there, you want to give Anthony Rendon a chance to drive you in. Just a few seasons ago, 126 RBIs for Anthony Rendon, member of the world champion Washington Nationals.
2-out ribeye. Be a thing of beauty for the Halos. That add-on run, just leading 4-1. Michael Lorenzen went 6 innings here tonight. 13 games in baseball yesterday, not one pitcher went 6. Adventure, I guess, not many did tonight either.
And you can guarantee you he's going to be working out early tomorrow. Be running, swimming, maybe doing some surfing, anything to be able to get that shoulder and keep it strong. And I'm sure he's going to be throwing around a lot of,
I mean, some biceps, right? I mean, because you don't. Just maybe some 35s, just maybe 3 sets, 15 reps a pop. Two-0 to Rendon, 2 down, 4-1, Angels lead, 2-1.
But what you want to see from Anthony Rendon is that pitch there, his power, really, he's got great power right center. Just stay back, let that get a little bit deeper in the strike zone and go that way. Inside corner, turn on it. Middle away, right center.
Didn't go, 3-1.
I'm almost not sure he's going to get a fastball here, too. There's an open base. Jared Walsh, lefty on deck. Might have to deal with something off speed.
Line drive left field. Coming in to make the catch is Soler. The big man, not known for his defense, proving people wrong with that catch right there and saved a run. So that's 2 outs.
They got a slider down. Came sliding in. If he doesn't get that baseball, that's all with the wall, but aggressive route by Jorge Soler.
Comes in with the backhand.
That's one of those dangerous, too. He did a nice job as far as turning his glove. You could really hurt your wrist on that one.
So here's Jared Walsh with 2 outs. And regarding Fletcher, he had that hip tightness in the spring training. Taylor Ward on the IL, but you heard Erica Weston inform us that he's near 100%. He'll be ready to play this weekend.
Duffy getting a pretty good secondary lead at second base.
Anytime that you see Walsh face a left-hander, you're looking to see what adjustments he made in this offseason. 2021 All-Star. Just rakes against righties. Good hack on that one. Baseball is back now through April 11th. Customers can score free MLB TV at T-Mobile.com/MLB. Tanner Scott, left-handed reliever, heading the count to Jared Walsh. 1-2. Matt Duffy in scoring position at second base, 2 outs. Struck him out. That's the end of the 7th inning. Angels lead 4-1.
Watch opening week coverage all week long and any way you choose on MLB Network's MLB Tonight.
You want that home run feeling? Then step in the box and let it rip. Get ready for the Major League Baseball Junior Home Run Derby. Compete in your communities and swing your way to the 2022 Junior Home Run Derby Finals during MLB All-Star Week in Los Angeles. Sign up for free at jrhrd.com.
Scared money don't make no money. We ballin' on you, dummy.
Those are our Arco top-tier players in this game so far, as you see Ryan Tepera in to pitch this 8th inning. 6 from Lorenzen, 1 solid inning from Aaron Loup. You see Tepera in 2 2/3. The 2 earned runs, that was in the first matchup against the Astros, but in the second time out against Houston, and he went 1 2/3. Was outstanding.
Wait a minute, what is this in the sky here? Is this a little drizzle?
There's some mist. Angels in the mist here at the Big A. Look at the fans as if they've never seen a little rain before.
Is this the Misty Mountain Hop by Led Zeppelin?
Running for cover. Oh, Tepera. Slide piece. 0-1 to Brian Anderson.
I'll be honest with you, Patrick. This is an advantage for a pitcher in the little drizzle like that. This any kind of distraction for a hitter to see an advantage for a pitcher.
But it's like low 70s. It's barely coming down. Come on, Angels fans, hang in there. Hang in there. I'm melting. Goodness gracious. You can barely even see it.
Good spot. Cutter slider combo. Ryan Tepera.
Gooby, those 65 appearances last year for Tepera between the Cubs and the White Sox. It was outstanding. A whip of 0.88. Opponent batting average 164. Somebody made a nice play down there. It's a big part of the ball game. You have to imagine that Raisel Iglesias could be in the mix for the Halos. He's got to get there.
Good spot. After a couple sliders at that lower third, came with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
Anderson has struck out twice in this game. Both swinging. How about a third time?
It was all set up by that fastball and that same plane the pitch before. Good sequence by Ryan Tepera.
It's a hat trick for Anderson.
How sharp that is.
He was nowhere near that.
But unless you've thrown a pitch, a fastball in that same plane, you don't get a chase like that. It's just a good sequence.
Love it. Love it. Let's go. Jacob Stallings. Fouls that back. Tepera ahead 0-1. It's pitching and defense. You know the Angels will score some runs. Mike Trout not playing in this game yet. Hopefully will not be needed. The kids in the corner doing the damage. 3-run shot. First inning for Brandon Marsh. His first here at Angel Stadium. And then Joe Adell, solo home run. It's 4-1. Doobie tied him up. What did Aaron Loup tell us about Tepera? You want somebody that's competitive. He let Perry know. Loup was signed first. Go out and get my buddy Ryan Tepera. And they did, 2 years. You will not find anybody more competitive than Ryan Tepera, according to Aaron Loup.
Wow.
Got him.
That's a type of bite he has. That's not even close to the strike zone.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Ryan Tepera. 2 down here in the 8th inning.
The pitch before had some run action in, and this one's way off the plate. That's when you know a hitter is not seeing. You remember this a couple days ago when he came in that one game against the Astros. The conversation was he was tipping his pitch. He was telling it the hitters were seeing when he was throwing a slider. Well, clearly you're not seeing when he's throwing a slider now after that quick adjustment he made that next time out against the Astros.
And just like that, the rain is gone.
So we can't blame it on the rain, right?
I lob him in. Jazz Chisholm is 0 for 2. Outstanding infielder for the Miami Marlins. Has all kinds of flair. In the second year, excellent young baseball player they have for the Marlins. From the Bahamas. 0-2.
And he's fun to watch play.
Well, you know what this sets up? An opportunity for Tepera to strike out the side. And is he going to that biting slider right here, Gooby?
And he also has an opportunity. He's got a nasty splitter, too. He's got options. It's like a slider slash cutter. So it's a real sharp break to it. I stay away from a fastball against him, though. he's pretty good with a fastball.
He had 2 last year. The only player in baseball to hit 2 home runs. Pitches thrown over 100 miles per hour. There's the 0-2.
And he showed him a fastball there. Now I feel that it looked like initially Max Stassi was putting down a sign for a splitter. Try a slider, cutter.
Downstairs 2-2.
He has not chased that. Even against Lorenzen, he didn't chase that down and in pitch. Put the ball on the ground twice. Nice play by Lorenzen, a ground ball back up the middle.
Chisholm's defense prevented a run earlier in this game. Got him, struck out the side. Ryan Tepera coming in, doing the job. That's why the Halos went out and got him for this exact reason. What a job in the 8th. And the Halos lead the Marlins 4-1.
Hello, Doctor. Hi, Doc.
Hello, how are you?
What's going on, Doc? Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's take a crack at the bottom line.
I see it. Age. Oh, that's easy. That's highlights.
And the next line.
B-R-E, breakdowns.
How about the third line?
L-I-V, live looking.
Perfect. How about this one?
P-L Placata.
The analysts of MLB Tonight, bringing the new season into focus. Only on MLB Network.
Is presented by FTX. the official crypto exchange of MLB. Brandon Marsh, Joe Adell, our young Bash brothers doing damage here tonight at the Big A. Marsh, first home run at Angel Stadium, 3-run job back in the first, and then in the second to lead things off, Adell Oppo, serious pop, 109, exit velo for his first hit, first long ball of the season. It's 4-1 Angels for the Marlins. They're in the 8th inning. New pitcher for the Marlins is Sean Armstrong. Miami lost 2 of 3 in San Francisco. All 1-run games. They're playing some good baseball. Find themselves trailing here tonight, 4-1. Angels catcher Max Stassi.
Yeah, fastball, firm fastball, mid-90s, a little cutter, and a changeup.
Great night behind the plate at the dish for Stassi.
It's one thing that sometimes doesn't get mentioned enough. Good job on that, Patrick. You think of the pitchers doing such a good job, but it all starts with that relationship with your catcher behind the plate.
It's underestimated, really, the value. Yeah. Sometimes overlooked often is the job the catcher does. Defensively, calling the quarterback out there.
It's been on base 3 times. Really, you go back to that first inning on that pitch that was not called a strike, ended up being a walk. And Marsh, the very next pitch after the walk, 3-run home run. The difference in the game.
Yeah, the look on Mattingly's face when that was not called strike 3. You see it happen a lot in sports, in baseball. 3rd walk of the game for Max Stassi. Register your little angel for the Junior Angels Kids Club, presented by Jersey Mike's. Members receive a lunch bag, shirt, 4 ticket voucher codes, and more for only $20. Plus shipping. Visit angels.com/Junior Angels. Mark Gubaza, Patrick O'Neill, Erica Weston. Stay tuned for Angels Live Post after this one. Get a report on David Fletcher. Left this game with left hip tightness. No Mike Trout in this game. Still having some side effects from that stomach ailment. And in Marsh, it's 1 for 3, 1 for 2, also a walk, 3-run home run.
That's a pretty good block by Stallings, and that breakable, hard breakable in the dirt. Otherwise, you got Stassi in scoring position.
So back in that 5th inning, Marsh hit a ground ball. Chisholm made a nice play, would have been an RBI. Marsh was just out at first base.
Hey, don't be shocked if you see Brandon Marsh push a bunt down the 3rd base line now. We're kind of working on that again the last few days, especially today. There's a lot of room there. That's a hit if he gets it down.
A line drive base hit, beautiful piece of hitting. Maybe more, it gets to the wall. Stassi on his horse, rounding 3rd. He is going to score. RBI double for Brandon Marsh. What a night. It's 5-1. You wanted some insurance, Scooby. You got it.
Yes, what a swing. Stays back. Lets that ball get deeper in the strike zone. Rockets that one left center. So a home run, the center field 3-run home run, and a double to left center. Well, what a swing that was. Look at that balance. That's just great balance of staying through the baseball and short and on the line. 4 RBI game for Captain Caveman.
The young man plays with such passion before, during, and after the game. Good cut. Jose Rojas was looking for an exclamation point right there. That is a big, big run. Raisel Iglesias, El Ciclone. He's warming up.
no longer a save situation now. I sell Iglesias, but when you get your closer up and he's hot, you generally will bring him in anyhow, even though it's no longer a save situation.
Right. Yeah, he's up. Better put him in. 1-2.
Unless you score a few more runs in this inning, then you might think about it. But when he's hot right now, getting ready, he's your guy. Great swing by Brandon Marsh. Mike Gallego working with the infielders, and Joe Madden right next to him.
Brandon Marsh 2 for 3, 4 RBI. Rojas, uncomfortable swing, fouled it off his foot. Brandon Marsh's career high is 5 RBI at Camden Yards last August 25th. 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Sean Armstrong, the 4th pitcher used by the Marlins. 2-2 to Rojas. Hit hard, but foul.
Love that sound off the bat.
I'm going to have to give Brandon Marsh the edge as far as the loudest sound off the bat tonight in that 3-run shot back in the first. Adele a close second.
How about Lorenzen's grunt on the changeup for a strikeout? You like that sound?
That might be the you know what? That's the winning sound of the night. You're right. Oh, Rojas off the end of the bat, hit well center field. Sanchez is there. Marsh tagging, and he gets to third.
Productive out by Jose Rojas. Deep fly to center allows Brandon Marsh to tag up and get to third base with 1 out now. Gives Joe Adele a chance to pick up another RBI. 2 buddies. Talk about jumping on some pitches. They've jumped on some pitches and driven in some runs.
I think this is so good for their. I go to confidence, the word confidence a lot, but for young players, to be able to show what they can do, help a team win a baseball game. They're doing that tonight. Whew. Obviously, when your starting pitcher goes 6 innings in his first outing in a shortened spring. 76 pitches by Lorenzen in 6 innings, 46 strikes, 7 punchies.
And when you look back at how many starts he's had since 2015, not a lot of them, what, 2? That's impressive for Michael Lorenzen.
You have Sandoval tomorrow, and remind me again, Gooby, who will be pitching game 1 of that series versus the Texas Rangers?
Shohei Ohtani.
Adele, center field. Joe Adele is on his game to the wall, and he can fly. He's going to hold up at second base with a RBI double, driving in his buddy, Brandon Marsh. You see them just look at each other right there. I got you.
Yeah, I love that. When he hit that ball to dead center field, the first person to point right back at him after he scored, Brandon Marsh. Joe Adele, homer double. Marsh, homer double today. That's a breaking ball. He's crushed the center.
Joe Madden said it. He's going to hit it. He's going to hit it hard. There they go. Yeah, let's make a little eye contact here. Our Bash Bros. Both of them RBI doubles here in this inning. And now it's 6-1. LC Clone still out there. See if the Angels still think about using him with a 5-run lead. Oh, that's excellent work.
Opposite field double for Marsh, home run to center field. Double to center field, home run the opposite right center field for Adele. That's just this really good, solid swings by both of them.
Tyler Wade, ground ball. Adele over to third and the second out here in the 8th. Download the MLB app to get video highlights, live pitch-by-pitch, breaking news, player updates, stat leaderboards, and more for your Angels. And tomorrow night, Patrick Sandoval. Angels with a 6-1 lead. Bouncing back nicely. They battled the Houston Astros. I mean, that's one thing, you know, that Joe Madden said. We showed we could play with those guys. Of all the AL West teams, there's Duffy, right field. Hey, Angels were the only team to open against a team that made the playoffs last year. They battled them. And tonight it's Adele and Marsh battling all night long. End of the 8th, 6-1 Halos.
There's something about a park. The swings, the slides, the dogs. You can throw your food and wear it proudly. It's where showing off is encouraged, even if it doesn't always work out.
So, you in?
Wow! It is showtime!
We had a lot of choices, but we're going with Michael Lorenzen. 6 innings, that's right, 6 in his first start. Angels debut, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 0 walks, 7 Ks. The last time an Angels pitcher making his Angels debut struck out 7 or more batters while allowing 2 or fewer hits, way back 1965, when Rudy May did it in his MLB debut. And Michael Lorenzen is our Toyota player of the game.
He was outstanding, and his energy, his pace, by the way, his cleats, his Van cleats, I mean, you gotta love that.
It's a great pickup by you, Gooby. You notice the little things. How many Vans do you have back in the Gooby walk-in?
Got a few of those. I wish there was some Van cleats available back in the day. I would have been all over that.
All right, here he is, LC Colon, Raisel Iglesias, non-save situation. Facing Miguel Rojas here in the 9th inning. We saw 6 from Lorenzen and just solid work from Aaron Loop. And how about Ryan Tepera striking out the side in that 8th inning? Excuse me, chopper. Duffy coming in, throws out Rojas, or out number 1 in the 9th.
Nice job coming in on that baseball on the transfer. Going back to our Hyundai key for the game today. Jumping. Baseball jumping off the bat of Brandon Marsh and Joe Adele. They were loving that. Little Polo G. I might bring out some Polo G again tomorrow with that kind of action for those two. They're huge fans.
I got to jump on Spotify and just get up to speed with what you're talking about.
Polo G, yes.
I have a lot of Angels polos. I thought maybe we were going to bust those out on a Sunday, but all right. Like Trout has to like a night like this where, you know, tummy ache, doesn't play, and his team picks him up.
Yeah, he's so proud of the youngsters doing what they did today.
This is a good matchup, don't you think, here? Iglesias versus Jorge Soler,
yes,
the World Series MVP.
Power versus power.
Versus Cuba.
Ooh, that's a good pitch.
Hit a country mile. Rendon, I got you. 2 down. Speaking of 2, you know, yeah, the bats come alive, the pitching's been great, but you know what this sets up for tomorrow is Gooby Tuesday. And a chance to take this little mini 2-game set with the Miami Marlins with Patrick Sandoval on the hill.
The Sandy Man Ken, I'm looking forward to seeing that changeup, that electric swing and miss changeup for Patrick Sandoval.
You know, we get breaking news sometimes here. Our Angels broadcast, Bally Sports, that Mark Gubicza is going to be doing a Bally Sports West social media takeover tomorrow.
Yes.
Isn't that kind of almost every night? You just take over?
Oh.
All right.
There'll be some fun tomorrow.
You're not leaving me, are you?
No.
Gee whiz. 2 down. And a 6-1 Angels lead over the Miami Marlins. Looking to go 2-3 through 5 games here of the season. And a chance to go 500 on Gooby Tuesday. I'll take that. Not that I endorse that sort of thing, but I'll take that action. So you remember that Sanchez home run back in the 4th. Angels pitchers have retired 17 straight Marlins batters. I didn't necessarily want to jump in and jinx anything, so I thought I'd let that breathe a bit.
Oh, they're looking good, looking good.
17 in a row. Hey, do I hear 18? 2-2. That one is hit high, that one is hit far, and that one is gone. Soler's not pointing up here, is he? Whoops. Man, that one was hammered. Don't forget.
Sanchez has really covered them all well today.
Oh, Sanchez, my bad. Second homer, man, he got under that.
It's a pretty good power. We heard he's got power. Bring your hands in there and be able to lift it like that, it's impressive.
So much for 17 in a row.
That's why those extra runs, those add-on runs are so important.
Garrett Cooper with 2 down and a 6-2 Halo lead now. Top of the 9th. Strike 2. Crowd's on their feet. Line drive, and that's the ball game. Tyler Wade catches it. Raisel Iglesias got his work in, and the Angels behind some big home runs and some great pitching win this one 6-2.
Boy, what a fun game when the youngsters, the Mash brothers go, Joe Adell, Brandon Marsh, each with a double, both with home runs, driving in 6 runs, all 6. Mike Lorenzen, the story of the game. What a dominant performance for him tonight, picking up his first W for the place. He was a huge baseball fan, going to the ballpark, picking up that W. The bullpen, excellent. Luke, Tempera, Dalen, and Raisel Iglesias closing it out.
There you see Adell and Marsh, kids in the corners. Although we saw Marsh in center, no Trout tonight. That's a W. The Angels improved to 2-3 on the season. What a game for Brandon Marsh standing by right now. Downstairs we go. Here's Erica Weston.
Thanks very much, Patrick. Marshy, 4 RBI night for you tonight, but how about setting the tone with that 3-run home run early on in this one? What a way to start a ball game.
Yeah, you know, Lorenzen set the tone for us, and we just followed suit, so we just followed the leader.
As far as the offense goes, you had the home run in the first inning, an RBI double in the 8th. Your bestie, Joe Adell, had the same tonight. How about the two of you guys getting it done with the bat tonight?
Yeah, it's always good seeing the boys swing it, but yeah, JoJo got it going, and you know, we just fed off each other, and it was a fun night.
You mentioned your starter, Michael Lorenzen, making his Halos debut in front of the team that he grew up watching. How special was it tonight to see him on the mound?
It's good. It's fun playing behind pitchers like him, you know, who's quick, get outs, and you know, it was just all around a good night for all of us. So we just got to keep the train rolling.
Absolutely. Thanks for the time. Nice job tonight.
Thank you.
Patrick, back to you.
Keep the train rolling. I like that JoJo nickname for Joe Adell. He can fly, JoJo
yes.
Rabbit.
Yes.
Great night for the Halos and a 6-2 win. We're going to step aside just for a minute. You're going to want to stay tuned for our Angels Live postgame. Erica, Bobby V, Gooby, myself coming up next.